Hello, everyone. Good evening. Happy Sunday to you. I hope you've been watching this from your home, sitting comfortably. Uh, I welcome you all to the Techstars Startup Weekend Unite to Fight COVID-19 India edition. This is the final day where we'll get to listen to the final pitches by the 12 teams that has been selected. So stay tuned. You will learn more about what has happened in the last 3 days during this weekend. With that, I welcome everyone who has been tuned in here from all over the world, from all across the country in India, and to all the participants, to the mentors, to the judges, to all the cheerleaders and supporters who have been supporting the Startup Weekend community worldwide. Thank you for tuning in. Uh, Quickly introducing myself. Hi, everyone. I'm Anurag, and I'm the lead facilitator for this Techstars Startup Weekend COVID-19 India edition. I currently work as the head of partnerships in Asia for Seedstars, based in Switzerland. I'm currently live from Jaipur. I am also the global facilitator for Startup Weekends, and in my previous role, just a couple of until March, I was working with Techstars as a regional manager for Asia Pacific. So looking forward to having all of you and connecting with you during this weekend and post-weekend. With me, you will also get a chance to meet my co-facilitator, Jatin Kataria. He's also leading this event, co-leading this event with me. He's a serial entrepreneur and a global facilitator for Techstars Startup Weekend, has been involved in the ecosystem for quite long. So thanks, Jatin, for joining. It's been a pleasure working and co-facilitating this event with you. But it's not just two of us. There is an entire team from all across the country. All these community leaders, you see, they've been volunteering their time for more than a month, putting together this event to get all of you here, to get all the teams, to get these participants come on working on the problems for India and solve and build solutions for COVID-19. So such a pleasure to work with these beautiful people. For me, it's not new. I've been working with them for almost 5.5 years. But working together as one team to put together a one national event has been just a great journey. So grateful for this opportunity. So thank you, everyone. You will get to see them during the course of this presentation towards the end. But yes, it's a one team, one nation coming together to make this event happen. We've been working remotely, staying home, but putting together our own fight towards COVID-19. We also have a beautiful message from Techstars CEO, David Brown. He's thanking all the work all the attendees have put in, all the mentors and judges have put in, and all the organizing team. So let's hear from him straight from Boulder, Colorado.
Hello again, David Brown here, calling you from my home in Boulder, Colorado, where I've been holed up for the last few weeks. Hope all of you had an amazing experience and came up with some really incredible ideas. I have no doubt that you did. Speaking on behalf of the entire Techstars network, I wanted to thank you. Your work and your passion are very appreciated. I really believe entrepreneurs are more important today than ever before. We have this experience from running startup weekends in person. We typically, if there is such a thing as typical anymore, we typically run them in 1,000 different locations every year all around the world. Hopefully you'll be able to join us in one of those when things get back to normal. Meanwhile, we also have dozens of accelerator programs. Today I'm wearing a t-shirt from our accelerator in Indianapolis. We hope you'll join us at one of those as well as your ideas progress. If you want to stay connected with us, please feel free to check out www.techstars.com. We have a lot of content there for entrepreneurs, especially a lot of content related to surviving in light of COVID-19. Thank you again. I can't thank you enough for working so hard over the course of the weekend to solve this really important problem. I'm excited to see what solutions you've come up with and how they'll change the world. Stay safe out there and keep working hard. Goodbye, everybody.
Thank you, David, for inspiration and motivating everyone. with that, let me also take this time to introduce our final jury who will gonna evaluate all the 12 pitches. I hope the jury is live, listening and tuned in. You will get to listen to them and see them on this live broadcast after the pitches are done. But let's give a big round of applause virtually from our homes to Dr. Preetdeep Singh. Preet works with Startup India in the past. He has a PhD in from IIM Ahmedabad and currently is the Assistant Vice President at Invest India and a big supporter of the community. So thank you for joining, Preet. Thank you for joining the Startup Weekend here, Preet. Let's give a big round of applause to Bala. I had a pleasure to work with Bala during my time with Techstars. He's the president of Techstars India. And so thank you so much, Bala, for joining and looking forward to the evaluations all the judges will put together. Thank you once again. Then we have Dr. Shanta Thotam from Hyderabad. She's a startup evangelist, have been working in the innovation ecosystem from a long time. Thank you so much for joining, Shanta. Looking forward to have all the jury members here listening to all the pitches live as you pitch. So stay tuned. And once again, thank you, jury. Please, big round of applause for all of them. So as you know, Startup Weekend is something what I have mentioned on day one that has kept all of us together as the common thread, something that we are all weaved in as part of the community. And our mission has been to inspire change in the lives of entrepreneurs like all of you who are watching, who have worked during this weekend, and many of you who have supported this weekend as mentors. So once again, what Startup Weekend does to people is it inspires and ignites that fire for them to experience entrepreneurship by helping them solve problems, by helping them develop solutions with the peers they have, with the people with different skills and different backgrounds. It just brings everyone together in the community, and where people learn how to build solutions and then implement these solutions post Startup Weekend. So I have been on this mission for almost more than 6 years, thanks to Startup Weekend. And I hope many of you who are tuned in and supporting Startup Weekends have been on this journey. But today at this Startup Weekend, we have over 1,000 participants who are starting their journey, getting inspired and becoming entrepreneurs. So look forward to watch their journey of Startup Weekend in near future. So as I told you, this event is a part of huge movement. It's a huge community. So Startup Weekend Online India COVID-19 edition is not the only event that's happening right now. Startup Weekend is the largest entrepreneurship community that has come online to inspire, educate, and empower all of you to take action on all the ideas you have it in mind. You have been thinking about it. You've been talking about this to your friends that, hey, this is what I wanted to do. I wish I had the opportunity to solve this problem. COVID has been affecting our day-to-day lives. What can we do about it? And Startup Weekend has given you this platform, this program, and many of you have made best use of it and have got inspired. And so thank you for participating in this. This is a 1-month-long initiative. This is happening globally, where almost 70 countries have joined, where the same event is happening for 54 hours, but all 100% online. If we can do it remotely as a team to put together this event, all of you as entrepreneurs can also figure out the ways to run your businesses, to run your programs, and continue working and collaborating with each other 100% online. As you can see, the footprint of this April month of Startup Weekend online remote editions that are happening around the world. So many countries have been organizing, 70 of them, where we have invited inventors and innovators and entrepreneurs and change makers from all across country, all across the India to come together and take this challenge of solving the pandemic COVID-19 head on. Let's build some tech solutions that can really help us reach the masses and create a scale that we have not been able to do so far. So as you know, the current status of COVID-19 globally we have lost over 2.3 million people. Like 2.3 million people has lost their lives have been affected. Sorry about it. Have been affected through COVID-19. But the good news is almost 600,000 people have also been recovered. So many countries globally has seen lockdown. In India, we have witnessed close to 16,000 cases currently. These number of people have been identified. Right now, the active cases are almost 13K, and day by day it's increasing. When we started the event, we were almost to 12, 13%. Today it's 16,000. So it's really increasing. But at the same time, we have been able to figure out some ways to increase recoveries. We have almost 2,500 plus recoveries, but people have also left and couldn't recover. So it's a sad time. And that's why it's very, very important for communities and movements to really come together and work on building these solutions. And this 42 days of lockdown that we have seen in India, already 4 weeks have gone and another 2 weeks. And who knows if it increases further or not. But this is our time. What can we do in this time? Let's build solutions to tackle this. And that's what Startup Weekend is doing. One country, one team, and one idea at a time. And yeah, we'll get to hear them. How we have kind of conceptualized this program this time is focusing on different verticals, and these verticals we have picked it from the WHO suggestions. The key challenges where we can actually leverage technology and potentially could build solutions. So the verticals we have identified from WHO's help is health. Let's focus on building solutions around health for vulnerable populations, for businesses, for communities, and for education and entertainment. And that's what all the teams during this Startup Weekend have been told, and the solutions have been categorized in some of these fields, from health to the most vulnerable ones, how we can help the needy ones in the difficult times, how can we help businesses stay afloat during these tough times and help them work remotely, how the communities can combat social isolation, and how we can promote better connections between people, those who are working remotely. This is a time when people are getting into depression. There has been a whole like challenge around mental health that people are like suffering with. How can we make it a mainstream issue and talk about it? So we'll hopefully see some of the ideas that have worked on these challenges, how we can ensure we create alternative sorts of entertainment beyond going to cinema halls and theaters, right? um, we are still privileged to be able to watch Netflix and other things from home, but there are still so many people who haven't been able to access entertainment. And how do we help provide that kind of an environment in a very safe and healthy manner, right? So looking forward to see what teams have come up with on education, especially how do we create alternative learning environments in schools when people can't really go to schools and colleges right now. I know a lot of teachers and educators have giving online lessons. So many online classes are happening, but can we also look beyond that? How do we still drive more engagement and retention in all these online ways we have right now, or maybe come up with something else? How do we still create the same learning experience for learners, but all while staying at home? Keep working together and let's change the world. So I am really, really pumped up to see what this weekend, what the teams has got and has to offer to India. What we witnessed during this last 3 days is all the work that has been done by the community leaders has got us over 1,000 registrations, participants coming together. We have 250 ideas that were pitched by them, and 105 teams were selected to work on this. But not everyone survives at Startup Weekend. It's tough, and when it's online and something happening for the first time, it's more difficult. It's more challenging. So 70 teams, 72 teams close to continued to work and really survived. They're all working on tools like Discord, on Zoom, and running parallelly so many other tools on Slack to figure out communication with each other, and and making sure their motivations remains high. So this is not something we've been always doing. For the first time, Startup Weekend has been done online. We have our own share of challenges dealing with this big scale of 1,000 people all together from 60, 70 cities across the entire country. And such a pleasure to had 50 plus mentors and jury who have also been part of this event and supporting these teams completely remotely from their homes. We have been able to pair up almost 400 like mentorship connections, mentor meetings between these teams and the mentors. So it's been a massive challenge. It was a huge learning for all of us as a team too. And but I'm glad we also survived and reached till 6 o'clock till this time here on the Sunday evening to be able to come and present to you the work that has happened. So let me quickly walk you through what happened on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to the judges and to those who are new. We started the Friday evening kickoff with online networking where teams get a chance to meet each other, share their ideas, and come together to form teams and start working. That happened Friday evening till Friday night. Saturday, it's all about getting things done. Can we start validating our ideas? Can we start building our prototypes, define a business model, receive mentorship, and go through master classes and trainings so that we can prepare ourselves to fully work on building these solutions. And Sunday, it was really about execution. How are we going to roll out this now? The project we have worked on during this weekend. Remember, all the work you will going to see has happened during this weekend. So it's a lot that has gone in this weekend. And now we'll get to listen to the pitch presentations, and the judges will be evaluating the top 12 pitches. Then we'll announce the winners, and then we will celebrate. So as a community, let's make sure we are still pumping so much of energy online and virtually to the teams and to each other, and then celebrate it. So that's what you're gonna see. As I told you, there was a lot of work that has happened in last 54 hours, and but at the same time, we figured out some ways to have remote fun. Some teams realized that they were in same college, studying in same college, but never met each other, and they found each other on Discord. So startup weekend, it's that serendipity, They've been working from home. Look at their cool big bags. That's how people have been working from home, building prototypes and sending us some photos of the work. We still found out a way to have proper whiteboards while working on brainstorming these ideas. People were figuring out their one-liners and like using all the big jargons to figure out which one they should use to communicate and explain it to their potential customer. So there has been a lot of basically collaboration happening. We had our own live music going on the Discord channels where people are coming and tuning in and giving their recommendations, what they want to listen. So it's been fun. We have our own radio station online, and then a lot of memes. So we made sure there has been some sort of entertainment that keeps us all alive and not let us really dive in this whole online world of madness. So again, thank you everyone for really surviving this. Let's get back to the judging criteria. So I would request all the judges to again, I'll walk you through the entire judging criteria one more time. And to all the participants, this is what you have been told to focus on, and the judges have also focused on this. So before we do that, getting to the judging criteria, let me also give you quick instructions around how the judging will work. So we already had our first round of judging where teams submitted their video pitches, 2-minute video pitches and their decks in the afternoon. And the first round of jury evaluated and selected the top 12 best ideas for the live pitch, which you're gonna listen now. And in this round 2 that is going right now, we will have 3 judges joining us. They will evaluate the top 12 teams pitching live in front of them, and we'll announce the top 3 winning teams towards the end. And then we have some great prizes. So the judging criteria, let's start with the first one, problem and impact, followed by design and execution and others. So problem and impact, we have asked all the teams to focus on really stay relevant and propose a solution that is in the context of current COVID-19 crisis, not anything else. Make sure they're able to clearly tell us the value proposition they have for their customers. Have they really spoken to their customers and identify their challenges? So they will be able to show you validation. Then design and execution is the second criteria which we are focusing on. Today is the time. Don't tell us, show us. What have you done? What do you plan to do once the startup weekend is over? How do you plan to make it successful? Show us your MVP you have built, minimum viable product during this weekend. We also want to emphasize on the originality of the idea. What new solution you have developed for the current existing problem, or how are you doing it in an innovative way? Then another fourth criteria is the feasibility. Tell us how realistic it is when it comes to the legal aspect of it or the implementation of technology and any scientific aspect that could be related to the solutions. The teams have really worked on making sure this falls under those categories. So hopefully these 12 ideas will be really going and will be super impactful and become something in long term. And in short term, hope will be able to help with the current COVID crises in India and globally. And we also want to make sure at Startup Weekend, we focus a lot on the business model. We want to ensure that they are talking about uh, not a non-profit idea, but your solution should have a core need. But at the same time, is it a real, like, it does it has a potential to become a real business? All the projects you're working on here, we don't really expect you to come up with 5-year or 10-year revenue projections. We don't need that. But tell us, how would you enter into the market? What your market entry strategy looks like? How do you see your next 6 months, 3 months, or 1 month post Startup Weekend? And then we know that once you start working on this, after the weekend is done, these models may change and evolve. So these are the 5 criteria, judges, we have for all of you. Uh, but again, as I told you, like all of this bringing the whole community together to support, it's not just people. There are a lot of organizations who supports and powers this Startup Weekend remotely. So we are very, very grateful to have support from our global partners, Google for Startups, .co.us, .bs, and it's powered by New Star. We have partners like Differential Ventures who are providing the global prize to the winning teams. We have supporting community partners who are providing necessary tools for the teams and participants during this weekend. So thank you, Community Tools, Upwork, Wiley, and Adobe Spark. Thank you for your support. And SVB Bank, Impact Hub, HubSpot for Startups, Foundry Group, Silicon Foundry, Cooley Group, Foundry Group, GSP Labs, and Microsoft for Startups. Really, really appreciate all your support to the startups and the projects and entrepreneurs that are working during this weekend across the world on Startup Week with Startup Weekend. So thank you for your support. Um, we also have a global prize for the winners here. We'll have top 20 teams that will be selected globally from all the Startup Weekends, and that will go through a 3-day Techstars Innovation Bootcamp. And Techstars will take them through this whole innovation exercise to help them build these ideas and help them successful. And the top 5 bootcamp graduates from this Techstars Innovation Bootcamp will also get a $10,000 grant from Differential Ventures. So please, big round of applause. And I'm really, really excited. I wish I could be a participant in this weekend. It reminds me of my first couple of experiences with Startup Weekends. It's more fun to be participant, and what more fun when you have some supportive ecosystem and the prizes to help you become successful. So thank you again, Differential Ventures and Techstars Innovation Bootcamp team for this. At the same time, apart from these global partners, we have a huge support from the local communities in different parts of the country and outside that has made sure they are providing some local prizes to the winning teams. Their help with the outreach, help with the mentorship, getting resources to make this happen. So I want to thank Startup India for their support, to Telangana State Innovation Cell, to Kerala Startup Mission, to SSIP, to DigitalOcean, to SeedStars, to ISAC, to IEEE, to T-Hub, AIC Raise Incubator, to Triple IT Hyderabad, NCI Incubator, to Engineering Technique, and to Incubation Center at PDPU in Gandhinagar. So thank you to all your local support to the Startup Weekend community. And we look forward to continue supporting and have you on board with us. So it's time to pitch. We have almost reached. I have given you all the context and the background that you needed to know about Startup Weekend if you're new and tuning for the first time. So let's hear from all the entrepreneurs now without any further delay. This is the pitching order. We'll have the team 1, We Innovations, followed by team Better Suits, followed by team Quick Solutions, followed by team utobo.com, then Backyard Creators, and team 6 will be Enorm Tech. Teams, make sure you follow your order and be ready with our tech team. As soon as the one team goes, the next team comes and we pitch. Keep tuning in. I will not interrupt in between when the teams are presenting. So you will directly hear presentations back to back. If you have any questions, if you have any questions, you can always share that on the live chat for the teams, but they will not be answering. There will not be any live Q&A from judges. Judges are listening and they will evaluate and keep the scores ready by the end of this live pitching. So, and then we will go with them, look at the scores, and then we'll come back. Judges will come back live, and then we'll announce the winners. So this is the pitching order: top 6 teams, and then the another 6 teams. Argus.ai, Improver, Ed Dabas, Deep Brenes, Sahayak, and Explicitio. So can I have all of you standing up here from your chairs and give a big, big round of applause to all the teams, those who are pitching at this Techstars Startup Weekend India COVID-19 online edition. I wish you all best of luck, teams. Really, really excited and looking forward to see you perform and show all the great work you have done during this weekend and last 54 hours. So with that, best of luck. I hope you are ready, and let's rock this weekend. Good luck. I'll see you later.
Hello. 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 Am I audible? Hello.
Yes, you are audible. Please start.
Hello. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Please start.
Yes. Good evening, everyone. I'm here to present a low-cost system to remote control electrical devices. See, it can control any electrical device with your personal mobile phone or tab. Recent studies have found that after the COVID situation came, that many people used to touch various switches and these things, and that virus can stay there for more than 4 hours. And if any other person comes and touches that, again the virus is get transmitted. So we have this is a main problem that we want to solve. So our solution comes with a device, electrical device, and any mobile phone or tablet can uh, pair with this with Bluetooth or with the direct calling. Just give a missed call, your bulb is on. Just give a missed call, your fan is on. Just give a missed call, the ventilator the section is on. So, and this can be easily installed to any electrical system, and they can make them smart one. And there is no specific kind of things to be used. All mobile phone, all tablets, even without SIM card, if with SIM card, it can be used. This is a prototype image just made for demonstration, and I think I've shared the video. Hope the jury might be able to see the video there, or I don't know how to share the video in this slide. And the prototype, this is a small device which can control 8 electrical devices. You can see the bulb there, you can see the wireless receiver there, and it could be installed in any device, any electrical system. For example, imagine there's a hospital or a public place with eight machines or eight switches. We can automate all these from a centralized mobile phone or centralized platform. A mobile phone or a tab can be brought to one place, and no need of touching the physical switches, and it might transmit the virus. And actually this idea was implemented in automotive 4 years before, and the prototype got massive social acceptance. And the function proving prototype was funded and approved by Ministry of Science and Technology, Government of India. And I got another approval that our project is escalated to the enterprise funding scheme. And imagine the total project cost is 100 lakhs. 50 percentage government will give as grants, but the remaining 50 percentage I need to take it. And that might be I need support from VC angel investors, and if I could manage 50 percentage, then the government will give the grants, the remaining 50 percentage. And the business model, and we have a plan of manufacturing these devices and selling via dealers. There are a lot of electrical dealers who will sell it to the various electrical shops out there in the markets. And in our incubator we have mass manufacturing facility. SMT lines are available, and in the electronic incubator we have technical experts, domain knowledge experts to guide us, and we can manufacture in mass quantity. And that's all from my presentation. And any QA is there? I'm welcome for this. Any QA? Hello.
Hello guys, my name is Raj. I'm from Utobo.com. Utobo is SaaS-based online tutoring platform to teach and grow completely online. Due to COVID-19, 188 countries have shut down their educational institutions, which is impacting around 91.3% of the total enrolled learners worldwide. Let's look at the problems which a student is facing. So most of the students are facing one-way communication problem. They can't get their queries resolved immediately. There is a huge security concerns from the parents about the kind of video and audio and text content which students are consuming. So they won't be able to choose right now the tutor which from where they want to learn, from who they want to learn. They won't be able to select the language of the education as well, and there is not much to do. So you have to just consume the video and take a test, and then you'd be out. So there is no participation and collaboration like a classroom. We just don't want to focus on a student's problem. We want to focus on tutor's problem as well, which is I think the most important element of the whole ecosystem. So now what kind of problem they are facing? So number one is affordability, and then to teach and grow completely online, they have to use at least 4 applications. There's no branding facility available. I think teaching offline was only bread and butter of the tutors right now, and getting new users online is very difficult for them as they are not tech-friendly people. So it is becoming incredibly hard to survive. The concept is very simple. We want to provide tutor web dashboard wherein they would be able to manage and sell test courses and courses and test series online to users. A white label website wherein students would be able to purchase all the courses and test series, and then a student's web and mobile application wherein they would be able to study, consume all the data, and then they would be able to communicate, collaborate, and participate with the peer group. So this is how the solution looks like. So this is a tutor dashboard. So there are multiple features which we have, like courses, test series, websites, marketing, communication, admission and fee, live classes, reports. This is how the white label website looks like. And then this is how the solution of students is gonna be. They would be able to browse through the courses. They would be able to see the basic details. They would be able to participate and communicate with the peer group. This is how the mobile application screens are. So it's designed seamlessly to give wholesome classroom experience to all the students worldwide. Potential market size right now is around $325 billion globally, and it is consistently growing. So we are facing major competition, and we are gonna beat this competition by providing affordable solution with white label and class isolation and optional marketplace offerings. The competitive advantages are, say, we are providing wholesome classroom experience online. There is a facility of teaching either 100 students, or you can opt for optional marketplace wherein you would be getting new users. You can do white labeling of mobile and web applications. The data and video call security is our major focus right now because of the parents' concern. This is how the business model is. So tutors would be paying subscription money to Utobo. Students would be paying to tutors directly to their payment gateways, and we would be getting 20 to 50% commissions out of it, depending upon the plan which they are in. So this is the revenue model. Small businesses are gonna pay us around $62 per month. Enterprise is gonna pay us $179 per month. So within the 15 days of the launch, we have generated around 25,000 views of the website, and then 80%, 300 plus subscription, out of which 80% are SME, 15% are enterprise, and 5% from add-ons. So our revenue projection for 3 years is $13.7 million ARR. So this is our go-to-market strategy. So our go-to marketing strategies, basically we want to focus right now on individual tutors and coaching institutions who are already teaching online, schools and colleges who are basically preparing digital content and trying to adopt online mode of education, because they are the one who are impacted the most. They are still figuring out how exactly they would be transforming the offline education to online mode. Third would be corporates who are looking to train their employees or looking to upskill their employees right now. Number four would be the government. So government sectors like government schools are also impacted, and they're still trying to figure out how exactly they are going to change the whole change the whole infrastructure from offline to online mode, and they're also struggling with this. So marketing, good marketing strategy is that with this, seeing the scenario of the COVID-19, we are going to offer free version wherein we are going to offer 2 GB of space so that tutors can get hands-on experience and teach around 100 students for free. And then we would be doing targeted SMS emails. We'd be blogging, doing Google ads. We would be doing influencer marketing. We want to establish channel partner network and affiliate partner network worldwide so that we'd be able to give local presence to all the countries. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for hearing me.
Hi everyone. We just finished our 2 pitches. Hoping the next we're waiting for the next team to join. I hope you are liking these ideas and found it interesting. We are expecting some glitches around just leveraging the technology well. As I told you, this is the first time we are also trying and making this work. So please bear with us when we do that. But at the same time, in your YouTube comments and Facebook lives, please supporting the teams and share them up. If you have a question, please put it across. Hi, team Quick Solutions. Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Good luck then. Bye.
Okay.
You have 5 minutes.
Okay. So hello everyone. This is Anik Gupta from Quick Solutions. So our main motive of this thing is basically a smart way for the efficient COVID testing. So the problem area that we are trying to focus on is like as we all know, around the worldwide, the number of tests per million is quite low. As we can see from the figure here, that 0.4% are tested and the 50% are predicted to become infected. And why is this happening? Why is this happening? Because the test kit that are available are quite low. So the the test lab that are being used to test this are overflowing with tests. So there are not much possibility that to be able to pinpoint the persons that have high probability of positive cases. So there so people are assuming with no data, and data are getting not properly executed. So we have, our platform has found a quick and an efficient solution to do this in a more efficient way. So our solution is a sewage mass testing, using a pooling method. So I think everyone has heard of, recently MIT have done some research, MIT and Stanford students have done some researches that COVID-19 initial screening can be done from the sewage water. Okay, so how they're doing is like the RNA protein. They're detecting the RNA protein from the COVID-19 from the sewage water, basically the waste material of the human body. So that they're using to that they're using to detect the. So we are using that sewage surveillance to detect the COVID-19. Okay, so our solution. So previously, the current state is that suppose I'm going to take an example, like 10 persons are there, and if we need to do the testing, suppose 5 of them are positive and 5 of them are negative. So the tests are performed for all the 10 persons. So 5 persons that are negative, the test need not to be done. So we are trying to minimize that number of tests, need to be only 5%. So that we are trying to, we are trying the test by negation, the saving tests for more vulnerable population. So we are redefining this rule for testing method. So our strategy, before going to the strategy, I'm going to the working model. Basically, the customer, the customer that we are trying to aim is basically the government. So we are going to take the help of we are getting contract based from the government. Suppose most of us know that government are trying to find out areas where it may be red zone, means high probability that people are affected, yellow zone and green zone where there are no affected. So we are also helping the government by trying to identify the region that must be, trying to categorize the region according to the red, yellow and the green zone. So how we are doing it, so that I'm going to explain. So we are going to take the help of sewage sample. We are going to take the help of, suppose we have taken the contract from the government for region A. Okay, for example, let's say region A, there are 100 houses in region A, and we are going to take the help of the local municipal corporation to collect the sewage sample from each and every houses of 100 houses. And now what we are, and that 100 samples will be transferred to the lab. Okay, so what we are going to do, we are not going to we are not going to do the we are not going to do 100 testing only, but each and every house testing will not be done. However, all the 100 house testing will be done at a time. Okay, means it will be a mass testing, and through mass testing we will be getting a probability distribution of how that region is affected. Because as I've already told, that RNA proteins detections are done. So we get from the work, it has been shown that the results are shown in the terms of percentage. So sorry, not percentage, in the terms of probability. So if we get that from the region A, so now we are going from the results, we are going to redefine the areas. Okay, if the areas have probability distribution of 60, more than 68 or something like that, so it will be detected as red zone. Okay, that will be quarantine. And if the tests are negative, no probability, so that will be detected as green zone. So, and in between these two zones, there will be a yellow zone, where there will be some of the houses which might be affected, and some of the houses which might not be affected. So we are again going to do a pooling method on that yellow zone to find out, to pinpoint the houses that might be affected. Okay, we are going to sort and group, like this algorithm is, we are going to initially the probability of the houses in, and then we are going to sort and group those houses based on the probability distribution to find out the negate the number of tests. Okay, so that's we are trying to aim through our platform. So this is our business model basically. So the key activities that our platform going to perform is the manage the workflow and the data analysis. And what value we are actually proposing to the government is that it will be a hassle-free testing, because now we know it's like a taboo for most of the people to go and have a COVID-19 testing, because they think what might the neighborhood say. It's like kind of become a taboo. So it will be a hassle-free testing from the government, because we'll be doing the testing without even without even the customers getting, without even the people getting to know. And also it will be a help for the government, because we are reducing the number of tests by pooling method. And the channels that we are needed with the local lab testing and the healthcare volunteers. Healthcare volunteers are basically the local municipals that we are trying to in. And our, as we can see, our cost structures is basically the software development, the platform where our algorithm will work to do this, to manage this workflow and this data analysis, and to assign work to these local volunteers, and also for the lab testing kit that we are for the lab, and the revenue that we are going to generate through this idea through our is by the contract based from the government. Okay, so that's our idea of
Uh, Hi, everyone. Thanks for waiting. Apologies for this long break. We were waiting for the team to join, and it took us some time to get the coordinate with the remote teams to come online. So sincere apologies, but appreciate your patience. When you see a little long gap, try to have interactions and conversations on YouTube Live in the comments. So yeah, I think that's a humble request, and please bear with the tech. And let's welcome the next team, Team Enom Tech. Good luck. Are you ready, team?
Yes, sir.
Good luck.
Shall we start, sir? Okay. First of all, thank you very much for giving us such a chance. And now we are here to come along with the problem. And the problem is that nowadays, number of people are suffering with the disease of the respiratory. And now we are coming over that. If you go for the village portion, if you go for the rural and urban portion, the people are not able to get it. COVID will be realize us that this problem is really a severe for us. So here we are for the problem where the we have the challenging right now in the world unavailability of the ventilator we have and the power supply in the lot of villages where the power is not there. There the primary health center are there, but if there no power is there, the ventilator challenge is still a very big challenge. So we are here with the solution or solutions that we are going to create a mechanical assistant, we can say breathe assistant, which is totally work on the mechanical base. And what happened, it will never require continuous electricity and power. It will handled by the manual also. This is our best innovative right now. Even though we also going for the lot of the research where we have feel that our product is never existing anywhere. It's a economical less than 50,000. So this is our solution. We can also use it in the CAC. We can also use it in the ambulance, even though in the houses also. Now about the product, yeah, I have shown here the 2D diagram also. In my 2D diagram, we have given that how our crankshaft is rotating and going to give a power by the means of connecting rod to the ambu bag. The ambu bag is going to be connected with the hose pipe, which is going to be connected with the bull nose fitting, which creating the oxygen pressure difference, which is going to give a continuous PEEP and CPAP arrangement to the patient to be make it survive, whether it is having a severe and whether it's having a problem with the respiratory. It will going to definitely help. Now in the 3D model, we are going to again make you understand, realize that we are using the well digitalized monitor, which is going to help a lot. Now about this, we have the novelty. We have already make our design to be validated with the one doctor, and he's very specialized in the Indore, and he's very appreciating our ideas also. Next, we are about our target. We are going to create our target to the primary healthcare centers. We are going to be focus there. Then after we are going to make it spread. Now we know that the more than 50,000 got died because of the COVID-19 all over the world. In our market path, we are going to be choosing the sub centers, primary health centers, communities, district hospitals, and the medical colleges. Now, or the business model, as we know that 75% ventilator is imported and 25% is there. Right now, India having cases of 15,000 plus COVID positive. But just imagine if the ratio is going to be increased very abundant manner, then the no one country is going to be import us, give us more and more. At that time, this sort of invention is going to help us because the economical is portable. It is having such sort of things which will help all the people. Now we are saying that our strategy is that we are going to be create it. First of all, we are going to make a one model. We are going to be make it the analyze, and we are going to sanction it by the hospital. We have already tie up with the hospital. Then after hospital giving us the tie up for the prototype, we are going to make a 6 unit, and we again we have already tie up with the 3 hospital. We are going to distribute 2 and 2 in all the 3, and then after we are going for the whether our machinery is going to be valid or not. Then after we are going for the mass assembly. Here we are going to make the competitive analysis where the breathing assistant is the topmost and the brand of the future if you people are accept our ideas. Even though the competitive analysis also there where we are going to show the price, because of we also have to be a think about that. Now about the features, we are here using the pulse oximeter for the SpO2. we are using here the soft mechanism, which is a consume very less input and giving a high output. The same arrangement we are going to in all over world for the automobile industry for the power. Now for we are using the speed regulator, whatever the RPM we want, we will able to make it. It's a very simple, it's an innovative things which is never existing. We are using the wooden block base, which will give you the cost more and less. If you're going for the novelty features, it's a portable, it's a very liquid, less power, it's less maintenance, less serviceable, and easily to replaceable. And main thing, it's the most cheapest and economical. It's our cost requirement. In my team, I'm the leading here. We have the industrial expert, Dr. Vinita Prasad, who is also medical advisor. Ajay Barod, operational and marketing. Ankit Patel and the Dhruvan is our developer. These are the team from the NM Tech. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Team NMPAC. Thank you. Appreciate it. For the viewers and audience who are tuned in, just wanted to highlight this is a new normal. So let's accept it. It's something we're all getting used to it. So as the teams and entrepreneurs who are pitching on these calls and online, not everyone is necessarily used to this new normal of pitching online and not comfortable doing it. But people are still trying. So I would really highly encourage all of you to come forward and really do virtual celebrations on the chat to celebrate every pitch. And so let's continue celebrating the work these guys are doing so that we can cheer up. If you have any connections that can help these teams who are pitching, tell them that, hey, we would like to connect with you. We can offer you this. We can help you with this connection. So please keep posting and let us know if you want to connect with any team. And we can do that connection after the weekend is done. Leave your details. But the goal is to really celebrate all the work this team is doing and finding some of the great solutions that can come from this weekend and that is already doing and how we can help them scale. So there are both sort of solutions you will hear in the pitches. I remember someone mentioned on the comment that there were some existing ideas. I wanted to correct myself. I think in the beginning, I didn't clarify this enough. This startup weekend is a little different from the ones that has happened in the past. It's online. We have also accepted those who are working on their ideas already. So you will see a good mix and balance of pitches, those who are new and those who are already working on. The goal is to make sure how do we fight COVID together and really like create an impact, positive impact in our communities. We can't keep waiting for it, for the new solutions to come. So we need to find out what is already existing and help them also succeed. So that is the goal of the weekend, learning, fostering the right connections, right networking, more collaborations across the country for people to come and develop these solutions remotely. I hope it's clear, and keep your questions coming on in your comment section. Our teams are responding, but appreciate your patience and thank you so much. We are expecting the next team to come on the stage next. Let's give a big round of applause to Ashwin. Ashwin, how are you? Ashwin, can you hear me? Ashwin from Team Sahayak. Ashwin, if you can hear me, can you please say thumbs up or can you say something? Our viewers are watching. Hi, Ashwin. I think we are definitely expecting some tech glitch or internet bandwidth issue from his side. We'll bring him online as soon as we can. But again, as I told you, I just saw that someone has posted an opportunity. Thank you, Deepak, for mentioning about the ACT grant fund formed by the VCs. And if you have a connection, please introduce them and take this forward. Thanks, Preet. I really like it, the way judges and are interacting on the comments. Hi, Ashwin. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Great. Ashwin,
Yeah.
I have some tips
I can
for
hear
you. Great. I have some tips for you. When you are pitching, please make sure you speak slowly. Don't run, okay? Speak slowly. You have 5 minutes. make best use of those 5 minutes, because your audience can't catch up if you are speaking or reading very fast. Okay, and we'll let you know once the 5 minute is over, and the next team can join in. Thank you and good luck, Ashwin.
Right. Thank you. Right. So let's start. Uh, I'm introducing a ventilator. We've been building a ventilator, a rapidly deployable ventilator. Now you might have been seeing a lot of ventilators in these past few weeks, considering the recent COVID-19 situations. Now, what I want to tell you is ours is a ventilator which is very easy to make, a very cheap ventilator, yet a portable ventilator, and a ventilator which requires very easy instructions. For example, anyone can handle it. So essentially, the technical training required is very minimum, right? So let's start with the rationale. We essentially want to help these people. We are expecting a lot of a requirement of a lot of ventilators, right? So we want to make a ventilator which is easy to make. Anyone can make it, right? Now, the objectives are basically, as I've already mentioned, we only want easy to use and easy to make and easy to buy ventilator, right? So our ventilator essentially uses an ammo bag or any kind of basketball mechanism which can easily be 3D printed, right? This most of the parts can be easily 3D printed. And then we move, we of course are using an Arduino, which can easily be bought under 350 rupees. Then we are using a stepper motor, which can be bought anywhere in the market or can be taken out from particular appliances that we use every day in our house, right? And of course, a 12-volt battery. So these equipments we can find anywhere. We can easily 3D print the rack and pinion mechanism. We can easily print the ladder. So the point of essence here is that anyone can make this ventilator, and it is, it does not require much of an expertise. Actually, it requires very less technical training. So essentially what we are implementing here is that we are getting three parameters: the PEEP, MIP, and frequency. These are three important parameters for ventilation, right? So we are feeding these parameters to the Arduino board. And where are we getting these three parameters from? We are getting these from the cloud storage. And this cloud storage, in this cloud storage, we are deploying a machine learning model, an AI model. All of us in our group are AI enthusiasts. We've been working on machine learning problems since the past 6 or 7 months. And all of us know how to deploy machine learning models and get these PEEP, MIP, and frequency, these three parameters, right? And so we'll be training our model. With each patient, our model will become better. The accuracy, efficiency, and performance will improve with each patient, right? And so we are this is the getting the data from the cloud, right? Then we feed it to the Arduino. The Arduino does the pressure monitoring. And a very important part is the feedback mechanism, which most ventilators, out of 40, 35 ventilators overlook. And that is the feedback mechanism which we've implemented using the pulse feedback, right? Pulse feedback is the patient will be measuring, the doctor will be measuring the pulse, and through the pulse, it is very easy, through the pulse oximeter, it is very easy to get that, to get those feedback, to get that feedback. And so there are three things: the pulse is normal, the pulse is increasing, and the pulse is decreasing. So essentially we'll be changing it likewise as the pulse changes, right? So we'll not be changing it manually. Of course, the doctor will not be changing it. The ventilator will automatically change it. And this feedback mechanism, the pulse oximeter, will be connected to the Arduino board. So feedback, getting data from the cloud, and Arduino. These are the three essential parts of our model. I'll not go into much of a detail. As I've already mentioned, we have PEEP, MIP, and the frequency. Three main parameters we are working on, right? And of course, we've done a lot of calculations. We've been working for the past, at least, I think, 21 days now. And we've been constantly calculating. We've been trying to improve our model, right? And everything except the stepper motor, of course, and small layer portions can be different. The stepper motor and the ambu bag, only those cannot be 3D printed. So this is the CAD model. and the link also is there. And of course, the timeline, we can build it in 10 days. We've already been working hard on that. This is the budget. You will be shocked, and I swear this is the truth. It is only 1,000 rupees. And of course, the thing is that most of the things can be 3D printed, so that of course reduces the cost, right? And then of course, the important part is that we want to distribute it to as many people. We want to target the entire population of India. We want to target everyone. Anyone can make this at their home, and it is not a very over the top thing. It is not difficult to make. It is easy to use, and business model is also a very the thing is that anyone can buy this, anyone can make this. And the technical training, when we talk about ventilators, we don't talk about usually the technical training that is required, but this requires very less technical training. Anyone can use it, because most of the things that we use in
Hi, I think his internet also dropped, but the time is also over for 5 minutes for him. So thanks Team Sahayak. So let's wait for the next team who's coming to the stage. Meanwhile, just wanted to. You can hear me? Yeah. Meanwhile, just wanted to highlight. Like, this has not been a really easy task for us to run the event online, but we all have dealt with our own set of challenges to get this going and didn't give up. I hope you also get a chance to I think empathize with that. But our team and everyone is making sure everything runs seamlessly and smoothly. So hopefully in the next few pitches you will see it getting improved. Yeah, so let's wait for the next team to come online. And thanks for the feedback that's coming from the mentors here. Thanks, Preet, and everyone else. So let's welcome the next team, Team Cluster Call. Are you ready, Team Cluster Call?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Just quick tips: make sure speak slowly and don't run. But you have 5 minutes, and I hope your internet connection is working well.
Yes, so far.
Perfect. Good luck then. Looking forward to
Okay,
listening to your way.
Sure, thank you. I will start now. Hi everyone, my name is Chandra Arya. I'm presenting project Cluster Call from team Z39. So Cluster Call is an intelligent mass-scale coronavirus hotspot, or so-called clusters tracking and identification system. So this is how a government government defines a cluster. So any 6 people living in a particular zone, if they have coronavirus symptoms, in that case, that particular 3 kilometer of zone is called a containment zone, and then 7 kilometer of the zone is called buffer zone. And right now, India is in 2nd to 3rd stage of coronavirus, and community spread is starting to happen. And all of the authorities and government and all are working to identify these clusters as soon as possible, because these clusters, if they are not stopped, then they will become very big clusters and large number of cases will come. And so government has like a large set of authorities, and especially the people who are living in rural areas and urban poor are at highest risk of forming new clusters, because they have less knowledge, and many of the cases, even if they have symptoms, they are not able to know if they have symptoms or not. So clearly there is a need of a mass scale intelligent automated system, so that we can in larger scale find such cases. So currently government is using voluntary and staff-based system. So healthcare staffs from Department of Healthcare or police forces go to door-to-door houses, and they do surveys. They will ask questions about if they have any such kind of symptoms, fever, cough, or if they have any kind of issues like this. And all of these surveying technologies, if we say, they are like very slow, and also we put the life of our policemen and healthcare staff at high risk. And this is very manual and prone system. So you can see the very good example of it is Bhilwara. So in Bhilwara on day 0, that is on 16th of March,
first case was observed, and within 4 days we could see that 26 cases had happened, and that too in the village area, which is very big risk for us. So government has launched a 3,000 biggest staff team of 5 people, which is very slow. So if you see that on larger scale, such systems are not very much scalable, especially in the country which is so big, because of its high cost, and also it is very slow and risky. So that's why at Cause we have built artificial intelligence serving technology. This is how it works. So we source the number of people who are living in a particular zip code, particular pin code from municipal corporation. At a particular time, we directly make a call to them. And this is since call made by AI, so it talks to all the people. It asks them questions if they are having any kind of symptoms, if they have fever, cough, and all of these reports are actually aggregated, and on mass scale, this is generated like in which particular area, how many cases are actually there. So you can see that this is how, so it will look on a dashboard that these many cases we have hotspots, these many hotspots are there. And at any point of time while talking to the people, we feel that this particular case can be a high potential case, then we directly transfer those particular call of the people to the hospital or the doctor. And so if you show the demo, so this is how the demo looks like. So
we are calling from Callzy. This call is regarding survey for detecting coronavirus. Shall we start? Are you having fever? Any travel coronavirus positive patient?
And so this is in English. Similarly, we have in Hindi as well. So it asks people.
हाँ बिल्कुल मुझे बुखार है.
Like this, and all of this data from this survey is actually aggregated and given to the government. These are the areas where maximum number of people are saying that they have such kind of symptoms. So we can very quickly identify on the map, these are the particular areas where maximum number of such answers are coming, and we need to focus on the area, and then healthcare staff will go in that particular area, do a full lockdown and do a final screening. So this way we are not actually making the system very fast and also but efficient and very cost effective. So this is our timeline. So approximately we have worked out the demo part, and our MVP is ready, and we have also done the integration with BSNL line of network for making the calls. We're just waiting for initial fund to start with. And our go-to-market plan is very simple. So we have partnered with Project Step 1 based in Bangalore, and we are targeting 7 Hindi-speaking states to start with. And we have sourced out approximately 124 pin codes in Chhattisgarh state to start with. And our revenue model will be very simple. We'll be charging only 2 rupees per minute to the government for making such calls, and all of the analytics and such kind of sourcing and all the dashboard will be free of cost. And this is the team which is working out on this project. So this is a primary team of Callzy, supported by Dhruv and Kirish in the marketing and sales side. So that's all I had for presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Improver and Team Cluster. I hope the viewers like this idea, or whatever your thoughts about the idea. Would love to see in the comment section. So just want to make sure, keep this engagement going on. This is not an in-person event. So let's find out the other ways to keep everyone engaged. In the meantime, our team is on the backstage, really getting the next team set up on screen to come live with you. And but yeah, really appreciate it. We just had we have been joined by David Brown, CEO of Techstars. Thanks, David, for joining. Now we have Divyank. Hi, Divyank. Oh, Divyank was part of my team. Good to have you, Divyank, here. Good, Divyank. Are you ready?
Yes,
team
I am.
at the bar.
Yes, I
Yeah.
am.
Divyank, just one request: when you speak slowly. Don't read. Continue.
So, hello everybody, this is Divyan Jain here from Set 10 at the bus. So, as we all know, cleanliness is next to godliness. But we cannot see God. We are unable to see clean cities. What are the basic needs for every human to live? Roti, kapra, makan, and sanitization. Yes, it has become part of our lifestyle. So, the problem that we are addressing today is lack of cleanliness and sanitization. And we are focusing on post-lockdown. While everybody is focusing on how to improve current scenarios, we have built up a product for post-lockdown use. When people will be going out on work and even going out on roads, there is still a constant fear of sanitization, health and hygiene in them because of coronavirus. In this era of product integration, when mobile has taken over cameras, calendars, etc., we have built a product that solves solves the problem of sanitization, needs of dustbin on the roads, and also it contains a twist of advertisement. So we present ad documents. We are not dustbins, we are sanitizing ad bins. What do we do? Basically, we provide two forms of sanitization. First is hand sanitization, and the second one being full body spray sanitization, both at minimal cost. The second form is we provide segmented dustbin for dry and wet waste. We are also a platform for eye-level advertisements, and we provide street lights ensuring timely cleanliness and maintenance of the bins, and also refilling of the sanitizers.
Sorry to interrupt, Divyank. You were not clearly audible initially for a few minutes. I would request you, if you wouldn't mind, to start your pitch again, and I hope your internet connection is working well. Make sure your mic is clear and closer to your mouth. So can you start again?
Yes, I can.
Thank
Is it
you.
audible now?
Yes, good luck.
Okay, so cleanliness is next to godliness, and as we cannot see God, we are unable to see clean cities. What are the basic four necessities for human being to live? Roti, kapda, makan, and also sanitization. These days, sanitization has been basic part of our lifestyles. The problem that we are addressing here is cleanliness and sanitization as well. So we focus on post-lockdown situation when people are going out on work or even on the roads. They still have this constant fear of sanitization, health, and hygiene due to the coronavirus. In this product integration era, we have built this system like mobile. Like when you hold a mobile has taken over calendars, it has taken over cameras. So we have built this product that has taken over a lot of things such as sanitizations on the go. We provide segmented dustbins for dry and wet waste. We also have eye-level advertisements, which is a twist to the product. So I would like to introduce you to ad dabbas. We are not dustbins, we are sanitizing ad bins. What do we do? Basically, we have this sanitization spray in two types. Number one is hand sanitizer, and number two is full body sanitization, that too at minimal cost. We also have segmented dustbins for dry and wet waste. We provide a great platform for advertisements, that too eye-level marketing. We have street lights, we have timely cleanliness and maintenance of the bins while making sure about refilling of sanitizers. This is a 3D SketchUp of our product. As you can see, in the front side, there is shower for sanitization. There are curtains to avoid the sanitizer go away. And there is the tap from which you can sanitize your hands. On the back end, you can see there are dustbins, both wet and dry waste separated. On both the sides, we ensure the advertisers can advertise themselves well. This is the product. This is how it would look like, and we will make sure that the tanker, that is the advertisement itself, comes in various shapes to ensure product is visible from a different angle as well. Now, to ensure that people come up to this, we have done a research campaign for understanding the audience behavior. So what we did was we put up a meme on a dustbin in Ahmedabad. This research is done in January. People reacted to it amazingly. Young kids took up the photos and put it up on their Instagrams. And it was a wonderful response from this side. Secondly, we did a research containing validation from our key partners. So I called up entrepreneurs, general managers of various companies, and we released a Google form. As you can see, almost 60% plus 25% people showed interest in the idea, and some of them were already willing to invest before they even know the product was out or not. So people who are traveling using public transports, they are visiting public parks, famous places where street vendors show up, malls, schools, colleges. These locations would be the hotspot for our target audience. The values that we are adding to the project is full body and hand sanitization on the go, anytime, anywhere. We provide waste management system, eye-level and cost-effective advertisements. And for the big brands, we have CSR generation terms and creating a social brand value as well. The activities that we will do to ensure that our brand gets a bigger name would be conducting webinars, conducting society events at small places to teach people about cleanliness and health importance, and then slowly and gradually telling them to use our machines whenever they are out. The cost structures is quite basic. So if we will have 8 to 9,000 rupees spent on each and every single unit, that will be one-time investment for lifetime. and the cost which will recur would be operating system cost. And while we are a startup, we are here to help the society. But who will take care of all the funds? The revenue model. Yes. So we have two types of revenue model. One is the B2B market and one is the B2C customers. The B2B customer says we will provide monthly and yearly plan subscriptions for brands and advertisers. While in the B2C, we will make sure that we give them we give them sanitization for 2 rupees for hand sanitization and 10 rupees for full body shower. Last but not the least, the go-to-market strategy. Step 1, collaborating with municipalities and implementations. Step 2, joining hands with the brands and local vendors. Step 3 would be execution and timely cleaning of the bins and refilling the sanitizers tanks time to time. So we, the team at the bus, are here presenting you being the responsible citizens of the nation by not only picking up the broomsticks this time, but also cleaning the city and sanitizing it. Thank you so much.
Thank you, team at the bus and the Divyang. Well done. So can we all virtually joining us on the live here give a big round of applause to team at the bus and all the teams who have pitched so far. Let's keep up the morale high and keep celebrating all the wonderful ideas and solutions these are pitching here. So look forward to continue seeing you actively involved and supporting. I'm really happy to see one of our mentors, Selvaraj, really so proactively giving up new ideas and connections and offering help to the teams. So thank you. Big shout out to Selvaraj, our super mentor. And hi, Scott. Thanks for joining in. And thank you, David, for joining in. Let's welcome the next team, Team Argus.ai. Team, are you ready?
Yes. Hi there.
Yes.
So let me start.
Can you hear?
Yes. Hello. Can I start right now? Or?
Yes. Share your screen.
Okay.
Can you share your screen?
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Hi there, guys. So let me start with some data. Let's start with stats. I understand, it is a little boring, but trust me, it gets interesting really quick. If you look at the graph, this is the exponential growth that all of us are, really scared of. India has been in a lockdown for at least 21 days right now. And although that is there, the exponential growth is not slowing down. So we at Argus.ai have tried to understand what the real problem is. And we believe the regulating measures that are being put up by the government are not being followed by the people really properly. And we see an opportunity here. We want to build a better surveillance system. Let me take you into the details of the problem of surveillance. Okay, there are two aspects that we want to address. The first thing is, in India, the CCTV cameras which are present are manually surveilled, and we know it is a tedious and inefficient process. The second thing that we came to know from market research is that there is an active shortage of CCTV cameras all over India. We want to address these problems, and let me tell you how. So let me introduce you to Argus.ai. We at Argus are automating video surveillance. By automating video surveillance, we let the stakeholders focus on what they're best at doing. So I want to introduce my wonderful team, which has helped me in putting up all of this. So we have a wonderfully balanced team of passionate people from elite colleges such as IITs and NITs. We have a tech team and a business team which has worked extremely well. And we also are fortunate to have a professional who has helped us with the strategizing. Let me get to the solution real quick. Argus, at its core, is a software solution which utilizes AI in order to detect violation of regulations. That is what the core of Argus is. Let me explain a new mechanism that can help us solve the second problem that I was talking about, the shortage of CCTVs. We want to introduce crowd vigilance. Crowd vigilance app would let common individuals like you and me record acts of violation, and this would be fed into the Argus core. So let me take you through the solution in terms of the corona pandemic. So we at Argus want to make use of the CCTV footage and the insights from the Vigilance app, analyze them, and immediately alert the relevant officials, for example, police officers, in order to speed up their action. In addition to that, we provide quality insights for the policymakers so that they understand how the regulatory measures put in place are working. Okay, so I would talk about the business model. Although we are very focused on helping and providing impact, we see a great future with Argus in terms of surveillance. We see the growth in terms of 3 stages. The first one is the testing and the validation. Here, although the revenue is not there, we want to build the technology, have an impact in terms of the corona pandemic, and validate with the government officials. In the stage 2 and 3, this is where the money really starts flowing in. We have designed Argus in order to be modular so that it scales faster and helps us reap the economies of scale. I don't want to get into the details of the numbers, but then we assure you that the scaling, because of the service, enables us to control the fixed cost and then move forward in the scaling process. I'll introduce you to the market size, specifically because we see a great future to Argus. Apart from the government officials, we see a lot of other stakeholders, such as the shopping complexes, banks, schools, colleges, which can use Argus in order to ensure surveillance and vigilance. So as I pointed out, we see a great future in terms of the development. And because there are multiple stakeholders and surveillance is a great problem, irrespective of the pandemic, we see a huge market size that we can capture. Let me get into the market strategy. Because we have really focused on the impact during the pandemic, we want to start with the government. We have talked to officials in the Karnataka government and Maharashtra government, who are very interested in getting a solution which can help them automate surveillance. So that will be our validation and test bed. Immediately, we will start contacting the other organizations that I mentioned right now, and that is how we want to scale. So we are a team that always has a plan B. So we want to be flexible in terms of the market strategy as well. If the other one doesn't work, we want to explore talking to the camera manufacturers. We have spoken to a few and they're actually interested in it, but we still need to pursue it. That is the plan B that we have at the moment. So let me talk about the MVP that our technical team has done a great job in getting it ready. So what we have used here is the state-of-the-art deep learning video recognition systems. In this, the MVP basically has the deep learning model which detects the people and puts a bounding box. So we get the count of the number of people who are in a given frame. This lets us surveil on the crowd formation and immediately notify the relevant officials, who are the police in this case. So the police gets an immediate notification about the location. So we get the location from the CCTV or the user. So we have 2 streams that we want to leverage. Let me talk about our competitors. Siemens, WAC, Public Eye, they're working in a very similar domain, but then we at Argus promise you that this is a game changer in terms of surveillance. Let me explain how. We have the crowd vigilance app, which would allow us to scale on a huge level apart from the CCTV cameras. So this gives Argus a leverage in terms of scaling, in terms of the reach that we can have for surveillance, and that's what makes us different from our competitors. Okay, so I know a lot of people would be wondering, how would Argus work in terms of the partial and no lockdown scenarios, which I believe will be the upcoming steps. Let me tell you, we have you covered. The core design of Argus lets us develop models for different kinds of regulations. Immediately, we have the core model which adapts to the scenario and makes use of the input streams that I was talking about, both the CCTV and the crowd vigilance app, and immediately notifies the relevant individuals. So we believe we can also help in terms of the accident care. We can immediately notify hospitals along with police officers. And thank you very much for spending your time. And we at Argus believe that feedback and help from the community would help us achieve our goal and mission. I strongly request you to connect to us and help us achieve our dream. Thank you.
Thank you, Team Argus.ai. Well done, well done. Can we all come and give a big round of applause to the Team Argus.ai? Let's get the next team on stage, Team Deep Brains. Looking forward to hear from them. And let me look at the live comments that have come. Those who are watching, all the teams, just make sure you'll also get a chance to later on look at the comments coming from various judges and audience to help you connect with different government departments. I think we have our next presenting speaker ready. Are you ready, Team D Brains? I will play. Yes, we can hear you. I will share my screen with your slides.
Yes,
and let me know when you want me to move to the next one. Okay?
Okay, perfect. You can just move next the 2 slides. That's okay.
Okay, just
at the very beginning, no problem.
Good luck.
Thank you. So hello, everyone. I'm Gabriela from Europe, and aside this particular situation with the virus, I generally live between Italy, Croatia, Russia, and the US. I'm the legal and business management and strategy mind of Deep Brains with an international background and 10 years of business experience, while my colleague, the mastermind of the technical part, is Arun Kumar from Bengaluru, India, and he's the IT and AI guru on his own right, as he's in the top 0.01% of the top 50 cattle masters in the world. So together we are Deep Brains, and end-to-end automated AI platform for COVID-19. We can provide extremely accurate diagnostics via medical imaging, forecasting, genome analytics, public health surveillance, and monitoring. So this morning, actually, we've been finalizing the MVP for broadcasting and diagnostics, which are both ready to use. So what that means is that we can actually exponentially accelerate the check phase of the virus tests done so far. So the result of all this is that our grandparents and children, besides the medical professionals, can get a quick and efficient diagnostics or forecast with respect to COVID-19. So the business opportunities in this field are many. And we don't only see its potential, but we also know how to code it all through. And thanks to our professional network and our organizations we have funded so far separately on our own, we've already secured for Deep Brains 4 foreign representatives in different countries from which we're located now. So those are Italy, Russia, the US, and Switzerland. And we believe that these are key countries in terms of going out to the market right away. So we do have high-level scientific contacts in these respective countries, and we therefore want to propose our solution to the WHO as well as the governments affected by COVID-19, starting from their ministries of health and viral crisis management units. So we believe that this is the fastest route to go to the market, and we don't have time to spare on the side, and we must act now to save more lives and get our system extremely trained for this specific virus. So of course, Deep Brains is suitable for the detection and forecast of any type of illness, and even beyond the healthcare system as well. And we will be happy to discuss options with all of you in the near future. And the technical part, though, is considered of an automated end-to-end AI solution based on the various custom evaluation metrics of various available open data sets for the COVID-19 diagnostics with medical imaging using NVIDIA Clara. It's forecasting using TensorFlow 2.0, PyTorch with the SofaBird-based models, and its general analytics using NVIDIA Parabricks, public health surveillance, and monitoring using the state-of-the-art computer vision techniques, methods, and basically based on the CNN algorithms such as EfficientNet, EfficientDat, ResNet, and so on. So while coming to generating revenue and the marketing strategies such as B2B, B2C, and B2D, which are being utilized in accordance with the use cases, Deep Brains will aim to solve problems for the enterprises, the customers, and the developers respectively. So the business revenue models evolve and change over the use of data for AI. So AI solutions are priced by transaction or completed computational via serverless computing. So basically, you're going to you'll be required to pay as much as you use AI. So it's a pay as to go method, let's say. What we're actually doing at DeepBrains is working to create an entirely new ecosystem and emerging business model. So DeepBrains AI is currently standing on the shoulders of giants, following the top AI giants in the global industry, such as Google AI, DeepMind AI, OpenAI. And our mission is focused on advancing, building, and democratizing tomorrow's state-of-the-art AI for all to access and use for empowering humanity universally. So again, join our vision, AI for all, as the key to empowering humanity universally. We believe that our core values such as passion, purpose, determination, intellectual curiosity and honesty, innovation, integrity, inclusive diversity, and impact, and most importantly, combined with our technical and legal skills, can help those in need and actually make the world a better place, certainly a more healthier one. So thank you so much, and hope to see you all soon. Stay healthy and use DeepBrains to diagnose, forecast, and monitor this COVID-19 pandemics, and with that, save lives in the world. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Gabriela. Thank you. Thank you for joining and presenting DeepBrains. And you're the first women presenter we had so far. So big one, big round of applause. Everyone, let's celebrate. I think keep your questions coming for the teams, those who are pitching on the comments. And I would request the teams, those who have pitched, go back on the YouTube live and start responding to the comments that were for you and your team, so that you can connect with them and answer some of the queries. Thank you. With that, let's welcome the next team. That is also a women presenter from team Better Suits. So give a big round of applause to Pooja. How are you doing, Pooja?
Yeah, I'm doing good. How are you doing?
Good. Where are you signing from?
I'm from Chennai.
Chennai, fantastic. So Pooja, are you ready? Are you excited?
Yeah, I'm more than excited.
Brilliant. So give me a few seconds. I will put your slide on and get you ready. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
So good luck, Pooja.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm Pooja from the batch Better Suits. So here we are trying to make suits for the helpline workers. So let's look into the statistics that we've been received. So more than 22,000 health workers have been affected by COVID virus even after wearing the PPEs. And the PPEs are supposed to only work for about 4 hours, but due to the limitations in the stock and due to decrease in the available PPEs, currently the government has extended the use of PPEs beyond 4 hours to till 4 to 6 days, which is not advisable, and it also decreases the efficacy of the personal protective suits. So, and not only does the efficacy decrease, the frontline workers are also suffering due to the inconvenience caused by the PPEs. So, here, can you go to the next slide? Next slide, please. Yeah. So you may see all the suits that they are wearing. So currently, what we are facing, the problems faced by most of the doctors out there are the heat generated within the PPEs. So these are due to the material the PPEs are made of. They are not as breathable as what we are going to propose, and the sweat The sweat also can result in urticaria such as allergies, which also decreases the efficiency of the doctors. And the suits are designed only for single use, but due to wearing it repeatedly for 4 to 6 days, I think the efficacy of the suit itself is decreased. And as per the research says that the virus can survive on the PPEs for more than 72 hours, and these viruses are not equipped enough to repel the virus, as they don't have any antiviral coating to them. And So there are certain indicators that are needed to be placed in the PPEs to let the doctors know when the suit is highly contaminated and to switch over or change over. So next slide, please. So this is our team. Our team decided to come up with better suits that overcome all these limitations and help the frontline workers work more efficiently and comfortably. Next slide, please. Yeah. So our solutions are this. Firstly, we are working on a material that is highly autoclavable. Autoclavable is nothing but a method of sterilization of the suits. So here, the factor called reusability comes into place. By using the special PP plastics that we are planning on, the suits can be easily autoclaved and reused up to 7 to 8 times. And the material that we are working on for the breathability is the N95 material, which are going to be placed specifically at certain regions, such as the back, the lower back, and in the armpits, and in between the thighs, where there is high discomfort due to sweating. So these N95 filters not only are breathable, but they are also antiviral, as in they don't allow any virus inside the suit. And antiviral coating. We've been closely working with the Indian Council of Medical Research on the antiviral sprays that can be impregnated into the materials to improve the efficiency, and any virus on the suits are going to be destroyed due to the antiviral property that molecules are going to provide, and prevent cross contamination of the materials that the PPEs are touched upon, like the each bedside and all the equipments that the doctors are going to touch, and heat absorbing fabrics. So we are closely working with thermoregulatory fabrics that improve the breathability of the material and thereby increase the efficacy. And indicators. We are working on mainly two indicators. That is the one is antiviral and the other one is heat. So can we go back to the go next? Business model. Yeah, so here we're targeting mainly the healthcare workers and the frontline warriors, including the social healthcare workers. So here we are trying to improve the efficiency of the suit and provide much more comfortability to the doctors who are working out there. And we're trying to inculcate improved technologies like indicators and other antiviral coating to the PPEs to improve its efficiency. So we are technologically branding stuff, and these products we're going to work on the license and the royalty, and we've already talked with the PPE manufacturers on the RD Institute for Development Technology. Thank you.
Thank you, Pooja. Great work, great work. Thank you so much. It's amazing to see so many great ideas you're all working on. Very, very inspired. And it's always good to see the conversations that are going on YouTube. So I would always insist on you to engage into these conversations and that are going on the sidelines, participate in it. If you were the one who pitched, or if you were a mentor, or if you were a guest attending it. So let's continue collaborating and supporting. With that, I will bring on the stage the next team, Team Backyard Creators. I think this is the last or the second last team we have. Team Backyard Creators, are you ready? Can you hear me? Are you twins?
Hi, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are twins, sir. Identical twins, sir.
Are you both gonna speak together, or one person will gonna speak?
So I can speak now, sir.
Okay, so I would suggest you one person should pitch, It's okay to have the other
Yes, sir.
twin on it. I thought it's a mirror
Yes,
in
sir.
between parts. But good luck. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you so much, sir. Yes, sir. We are Raman and Lakshman from Backyard Creators. What it's our idea is a low-cost smart ventilator, and we are now going to. Uh, we have designed. Yes. We have go through some slides. Uh, uh, what's our idea? Our idea is a low cost smart ventilator. What are the problems we are going to solve? What are the problems you are going to solve? First, the cost of the ventilator is high, and the ventilator is not handled by everyone. It is difficult to handle. And next problem we are going to solve is difficult for analyzing and monitoring the patient, and difficult to maintaining the humidity and temperature of oxygen in the ventilator, and there is no customized ventilator for COVID-19 patient. And how we are going to solve all those problems? We have designed a low cost smart ventilator that can easily handled by everyone without the need of expert. And also we are analyzing and monitoring the patient, get fully automated ventilation process. Yeah, we are using some innovation method to controlling the humidity and the temperature of oxygen in the ventilation process. And also we have customized portable ventilator for COVID-19 patients, and we have completed our first stage prototype. It's a working prototype. Working prototype. We have completed our first stage prototype. It's all built from an entire scrap. Because of the lockdown, we are unable to get any sensors. And what are the unique features of our product is, first thing is a cost, and second thing, we have analyzed the patient and monitoring the patient routinely, and we have treat them. We are giving the ventilation to the patient depend upon their lungs tidal volume. Depend upon their tidal volume, you are giving the ventilation to the patient. And how we reduce the cost? In day-to-day ventilators like 980 series, they are using some LCD screens, and they are using some few sensors. It may be costly, but we are not reducing a feature of our ventilator. In our ventilator, as also have many sensors and actuators. We are analyzing the patient using some sensors, and we are ventilate the patient with some data. How we are reducing? We get all those data into the internet, and we are monitoring the patient, and we give the ventilation process. And what the main thing is, if we first of all, this process will be fully automated. How we say it means, we first of all analyze the patient using the sensors, and we understand the needs of the patient's level of the oxygen. We trigger that ventilators. This is a video for the process of the video of a live demo. It's a live working demo. We have built this current prototype. We are using past 3 days, and how our ventilator is differ from other mechanical ventilator is, other mechanical ventilator just to give a tidal volume. They can use with some tidal volume for adults and a child, but what we are doing, we are getting fully automated using some microcontrollers and sensors. We are analyze the patient and give them ventilation uh, as their need, basic on their need. We have a working prototype. We have a first stage prototype here. And if we able to get resources, we have built a ventilator with all those needs, and smart, portable, all those with around some 8 to 10,000. We can build a ventilator with all the features and all the basic needs. And I show you others. And also want I say one thing. I want to thanks for the AAC and the Ebin sir, who was guide us for this from the beginning to complete the working prototype. Finally, what we want to say means, we have built a smart ventilator at the cost of around 8,000 rupees, 8,000 rupees, Indian rupees, INR. and also there is automated analysis the patient and give the oxygen. And we are not reducing any features in the ventilators. We have more features and more integrated sensors with our ventilators. How we are reducing cost now? We are not using any LCD screens and blah blah microcontroller. We are using get all those data to internet, and we can get feed from anywhere through our mobile phone or tab or laptops. This what how we reduce the cost. And also unique feature is controlling the humidity and temperature of the oxygen. We have a working prototype here, and thank for everyone. Thank you so much to get the opportunities for us. And also want to share one thing. We did all those things from only scraps available from our homes. So there is some dusty particles. We definitely do our best when we have the source. And also I will thank again for the Ebin sir
Thank
who
you.
only guide us for the beginning of now. And thank you for the Ebin sir and AAC race. And also a main
Thank
thing is,
you.
if you go for a mass production, it for a 980 series is they can produce a week around some 500 to 600 ventilators. But it is also easy to go for a mass production
Thank
and
you.
saving a
Thank
time.
you.
Also, thank you everyone for
Thank you so much. Thank you, Team Backyard Creators. Oh my God, it's amazing to have two twins, but it's so difficult to, control even one. How do I control two people? Lovely to see the diversity. And with that, can I request all of you to give a big round of applause to the last team who pitched, and let's bring on the next team, the final team who is pitching, Team Explesio. Give them a big round of applause. Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. Make sure you speak slowly, not running, but at the same time, make sure you're speaking very clearly. Okay? Good luck.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, sir. So here we are using. Hello, can you hear me, sir? Hello.
Please share your screen.
So here we are using an emergency ventilator system. So the current scenario of using a ventilator system is more needful. We know as COVID-19 hits the globe, we need to have more ventilators around the world. So this time, I think it's time. Hello, sir. Hello.
Seems there is some tech glitch. Appreciate your patience, and for the viewers too. Thank you.
Hello.
Team at backstage, are we good to go?
Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
So can I start my presentation now?
Yes.
Oh, so we are introducing an emergency ventilator system. So our ventilator system is useful not only for the patients of COVID-19 but also throughout the globe. So we are using this system. We are using a come and follower mechanism for our ventilator system. Here we are letting oxygen in through one of the duct and oxygen to the patient to other ducts. So a cam and follower mechanism is used. We are producing a motor in the cam, and due to this, as the cam rotates, we are using a stepper motor. As the motor rotates, the cam also rotates, and the follower gets into to and from motion. Due to this to and from motion, there will be a different. I mean, there will be a inflation and explosion of the ambu bag. So we are using this to provide oxygen to the patients. We are considering a 12-volt battery for this, and we are building this body and the frame made up of wood or plastic. So we are using a cam and follower so that we can change the IE ratio, the expiration ratio, so which is acceptable to the patients that are fighting with their diseases, or even the COVID-19 patients. So the main idea of bringing this project is that we are using this so that most of our country are going through a difficult situation, and it's difficult for us to maintain such a high noticed medical equipments in such a short time. So this ventilator is portable and it is so cheap, and we can use it anywhere. So according to our business plan, we are using it in a five-way manner. We are using it in private hospitals, in government hospitals, in non-governmental organizations like palliative care, Karaniya centers, and we are also trying to provide it in homely patient who are difficult to be in hospitals or any kind of support. So we are also making this available to those patients who are in their homes. Or also, as this is portable, we can also use this in ambulances, so that the ventilator system can be used everywhere throughout, not only in hospitals but also through ambulances. So as we have, hello sir, hello. Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Hi.
Hello, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can hear you. We can all hear you, but we can't see your slide. So I request you to please move to the next slide. Yes,
Okay,
thank you.
So we are using this to control our respiratory rate, our tidal volume, and inspiratory expiratory rate. So as I said, we are mainly focusing on the five categories: that government hospitals, private hospital, non-government organizations, and also commonly admitted patients, and also in ambulances. This is simple to use, and it is also affordable, and it is one of the most important advantage, that it is portable, so that it can be used anywhere, and we can use it as long as possible. So the demand for these ventilators is not only completed with the scenario of COVID-19, but also we can be used it after that to patients who are suffering from difficult diseases, who are admitted in hospitals, or even though they are in their bed, or they are in a palliative care center. So one of the major business deal that we can use is for our portable, for this kind of ventilator system, is that we are trying to place it, or we are trying to initiate this in 5 to 10 hotspots in our country, which are fighting in this COVID-19 scenario. So then after the successful installation, we could also enlarge it to a greater extent, and can be used in all across India, and it can also be used in different countries, and it can also around the world. So this is what our slides is mainly across. So the cam and follower mechanism, that's the main idea behind this system. So the cam and follower mechanism is something that we are working on, and through this cam and follower mechanism, by different shapes, by different sizes, or different attachment, using this cam and follower mechanism, we can change the respiratory rate, the tidal volume, and the inspiratory expiratory ratio can be also be regulated. So as I said, the business point of this is to consider most of the government hospitals, non-governmental organizations, and also even in homely admitted patients. So we are trying very hard to this for boosting this energy, and we have also talked to many medical representatives, and also some of the health department authorities to showcase this, and they are telling us that we can do this, that this is an innovative idea, and this is what we are going to do. So okay, sir. So this is our mechanism. This is the body framework. This is a cam and follow mechanism. There is a motor, and the motor is attached to the cam. When the cam rotates, the follower reciprocates. The follower can be moving forward and backward. Here, the follower will compress the airbag, that is ambu bag, and the expansion and the compression of the ambu bag can perform ventilation to the patients. The cam and follower can be replaced and its parts can be modified according to the needs of the patient and according to the prescription of the doctors. So this is how it works. The cam and follower gun. This is a major design of a mechanism. As you can see, the cam rotates, the air in, the air is out, expands and contraction take place, and this is how we are using this model.
Thank you so much, team. Team Explosio, your time is over. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
With that, we are almost done with all the presentations. So I would request everyone who is watching and everyone who has pitched to give a big, big round of applause to all the teams here. I'm really I'm missing that physical event, when all the teams are there, all of you are sitting in a hall room together. The energy is very, very different. But please join me in creating more energy, even virtually, to celebrate all these 12 teams, 12 ideas that has been pitched here. And yeah, with that, I look forward to come back soon. We'll go look at the scores that judges have evaluated, and we're gonna do the deliberation and come back with the judges to announce the top 3 winners. So in the meantime, stay tuned. There is some music, some more fun element going on. Don't leave the lives, leave this live telecast, and go and wash hands. So thank you for the reminder, everyone. Go and wash hands now. I will see you in a bit. Judges, I will see you on the separate call. You have the details of the Zoom link. See you. I forgot to mention my co-facilitator, Jatin, is joining you on the stage now. And yeah, keep watching. Jatin, over to you. And thank you so much for joining. Big round of applause for him.
Okay, good morning, everyone. This guy at 8:16 p.m. is telling us good morning in Indian time. So I'm not wishing good morning to just Westerner people right now, but it's a good morning to everyone. And I say good morning because I always believe that in the life of entrepreneurs, if we have to be always energetic, always excited. The way we feel fresh in the morning after wake up, this is what we need to feel all the time. And when it comes to energy of startup weekend for 54 hours, it's always good morning. So whenever you meet me, that is gonna be the section. I request all the participants to just raise your hand, and if you are there, all the audience as well. It's a very small thing of 5-10 seconds. Just raise your right hand. Okay, turn 180 degree. Turn 180 degree. It is applicable to all the participants, all the people who pitched, all the people who participated, all the people who watched the link. Raise the hand, turn 180 degree, and say shabash to you. This is how we do the virtual self celebration for us. I am moving next to the presentation. In the meantime they come, we'll continue with the presentation ahead. Guys, congratulations, you all did it. So a huge applause for all of us, for all the people who've been there, for all the people who've been in the on stream. So we are very, very happy that we finally coming to a conclusion, and we're gonna see results soon. But let me do some recap for you. Let's thank amazing people. So I really thank Dr. Preetdeep Singh to joining us as one of the jury wherever you are. Audience, just give a huge applause for Dr. Preetdeep Singh. Thank you so much, sir, for joining as one of the jury. I'm sure you are discussing a lot right now with all three jury members and the facilitator Anurag Malu as well. And you will be giving us the results soon. And we are very, very happy to have you with as a jury. We another jury. I would love to say thanks to him. That is Bala. That is what he is famous across the Techstars community. Everybody knows him. We are very, very happy to have you here. It's great to see somebody who is leading Techstars India becoming a jury for us during this presentation. So it's a home captain himself with us. We have Dr. Santa as well. Thank you so much for joining us as a global jury for this India online startup weekend. Uh, so these are the people that you just was aware that they are the jury. We thank them again. But let's meet those amazing people uh, whom you were not able to see, but they were all helping them. So this is the first round of jury who were there, who screened all 70 odd ideas to 12, and then all the 12 that were pitched. So, these are the people who helped us to squeeze the numbers to this, and we watched them live. So I really thank uh, uh, Tarun from Green Jams, Sony from Two Color Pay, Akshay from MB, uh, Ravinder Singh from GBFL, Vinith from IAMAI, Mohammad Galib from Truecaller, and Arvind from Techstars team. Thank you so much for doing all the jury in a squeeze time and delivering us the results with us, so we all can go with them on live. Thank you so much. It's a virtual hug from all of us. Thank you so much for your time and energy and expertise. Uh, Moving to next, these were the mentors. So for those people who never met them, especially in last 3 days, it might be a regular people and regular faces and regular names in front of you, but all those people who are participants, they means a lot to them. They spend a lot of time, lot of energy, lot of virtual collaborations, and lot of guidance were happening through these mentors. I would love to take each and everyone's name. Dr. Kruti Patel, uh, Dr. Dr. Kruti Patel, Arijit Bhattacharya, Anup Shankar, Dr. Mani, uh, Soyeb Grewal, and then uh, Viswanath, Akhila, Satvik Viswanath, Anupama Panchal. Thank you so much, guys, for being with us. We can read their organization names as well. Feel free to search these guys and girls, all the men's and women's. They spend a lot of time and amazing input to all the teams to be ready over the virtual time. Few more mentors. We had a bunch of mentors, so I'm gonna speak amazing names for next 2-3 slides. We had Nikita, Maheshwari, Umesh from the Accelerator, Dr. Gopichan from Mailin Foundry, Anay Mashruwala from Venus Engineering, and PDPYAC. We had Pankaj Diwan from Idea Labs Future Tech Ventures. We had Priyadeep Singh from Global Alliance for Mass Entrepreneurs. We have Murlidhar Tipala from Citizen. We had Ravi Kiran from Numocity Technologies. Everyone, please pardon me अगर मैं कोई गलत pronunciation कर रहा हूँ तो. But I guess the more we'll meet and the more we'll talk, we'll come up with the right pronunciation at the end. We had Nirja Ganesh from National Education Society of Karnataka. We had Ramesh Loganathan from Triple ITH. We had Rajiv Roy from XLRI. We had Sanjay from 50K Ventures. We have Aniket from the Coworks Foundry. We had Shashi from Health Moco Technologies Private Limited. We had Dr. Kaushik from Prashu. We had Karan Shah from Civitas Sustainable Foundation. These are just not the names, but they were angels for all the participants during the weekend. And the last slides, and I am telling it may be difficult, but I'm picking each and every person's name. And apologies if I miss anyone in the slide, but they played a very crucial role during this 3 days. Thanking to Gautam from SV.co and Pupil First. Thank you to Sonadip Singh from WF Global Shaper, Dakshit Soni from Data Thinker. We have Debashish from Main Stage Incubator. We had Mr. Ayagiri from Google. We have Rajarajiv Kumar from like who is doing multiple things, entrepreneur, investment banker, innovation technology evangelist. We had Shashkiran Rao from Draper Startup House. We had Mathivanan from he does fundraising and on activist. Then we had Shashank Kumar from Dihat. Fortunately, I know many of them personally, but there are so many others as well whom I never met, and we got connected virtually. I will be more than happy to connect. All the mentors and all the juries, feel free to talk to each other, feel free to connect with each other. All the people who are seeing, these are the people who are added value, which means that they are open-minded people. They believe in future, they believe in innovation, they believe in new things, they believe in helping, they believe in the philosophy of giving first. So thank you so much, all the mentors. Now, quick sharing about the global partners. So all the participants, they already know what are the POCs that they are getting. Uh, so we have Google for startups as partners. We have .co, Newster, .us. So a lot of participants are getting perks from them. We have differential ventures with us. So all the winning teams from across the world, and then they'll Techstars will shortlist 20 teams to be part of the program, and then out of those 25 will get a huge fund from differential ventures. We had supporting partners, community tools, Upwork, Willy, Adopt Spark, DigitalOcean. So these are all global partners with us. They've given a lot of things to all the participants. So all those people who were there, feel free to utilize it. I'm not speaking about each and every box that everybody is getting, but thank you so much for coming in front and supporting. We have amazing global partners: Silicon Valley Bank, Impact Hub, HubSpot for startups, Silicon Foundry, Cooley, Foundry Group, GSV Labs, and Microsoft for startups. If any of the name is not familiar with you, I would really suggest then check out their names, their organizations. They are doing so much impactful, amazing work across the world right now, helping a lot of innovation, a lot of reinvention across the world. Thank you so much for being partners with us. जितना भी थैंक्स किया जाए उतना कम है, because these are just few seconds, few minutes where you can thank them, but their support and their perks and their benefits and their feedbacks and their voices, it stays with us for lifetime. But thank you so much for being a part of this initiative and contributing in your own way. We had a lot of local partners and we have local support system as well. So Startup India, thank you so much. I guess as Startup India is partner, Telangana State Innovation Cell is partner, Kerala Startup Mission is partner, SSIP from Government of Gujarat is partner. So all these partners, when they comes on board, I guess a lot of ideas will get a lot of support going further. And then they'll get a lot of support in multiple aspect of it. I guess when it comes to Startup India, entire all the government ministries and all the incubators under them, they'll be more than happy to support a few ideas, and all these state ministries, and I guess a lot of other state ministries also now started involving as well, that we'll be more than happy to support any of the idea that we feel that might or should go ahead. So thank you so much. They are gonna, I'm not sharing all the perks in front of you guys here right now, but all the participants will anyway get these perks. I already spoke about DigitalOcean earlier. Sheetstar, Isaac, IEEE were amazing national partners, shared a lot of things, and we got a good reach. Thank you so much for supporting and keep on supporting all the people in this difficult situation. I guess we are going towards a lot of solution these days. So together we are stronger. Very special thanks to these proactive people who came in front. So T Hub, AIC Raise, Triple IT, Technique, IIC PDPU, and there are so much organizations in pipeline. We were not able to pull all these people here, but I guess if with time and with these ideas once will be out, I guess a lot of names will come as a support system to help them to make a prototype, help them to take it ahead, support them in context of mentoring, maybe infrastructure support, incubation support, grant support, fund support, whatever it is possible for them. They already announced what they are going to support, so it's already there with all the participants. But thank you so much for being proactive, all the organizations in the end. And I guess by seeing you and a lot of people already try to reach to us that we also want to support. So very thank you so much, and we'll definitely pull all of them. And if they want to support any of the idea which was presented here, we are more than happy to facilitate those conversations as well. So let me introduce to the team all those people out here. There were a lot of people who were spending a lot of energy around here. So we were entire organizing team in India. They were sitting in different cities. Some are in Gujarat, some are in North, some are in western part of India, some are in the northern part of India, southern part of India, eastern part, central part. So people were from across the country as organizing team, and these are the people who made this successful. All were doing for the first time, all were dealing with this kind of momentum and 1,000 people participation for the first time. But we tried to learn, we tried to evolve, and then we tried to help as much as we could. Starting with Arun Philip, Help the World IO. He lives in Bangalore. You heard him on Saturday evening giving the presentation. Then we had Sarthak Sinha from Techstars. He also lives in Bangalore and works with Techstars. These are the young champs. I don't know. Okay, so then next team, Alap Sangvi from Ahmedabad, studying in Inma University. Ayush Karia studying in Crash College. He's in Bangalore. Aisha Nazia, she is living in Bangalore, and she is with StartChange.today, and there are a lot of other things that she does. Feel free to check everybody's profile online. Amrit Raj from HEIC in Jharkhand. Dhruvil Parikh from Bharati Vidyapit in Pune, Jagrat Jam from Nirmay City, Ahmedabad. So a lot of people, all these people are doing multiple responsibilities and coping up with each other and trying to be in sync and coming on call and then Discord and then Slack. So there's a lot going on behind it, coordinating with the headquarter team, trying to come up with as best possible solution as with us, and then trying to figure out as much support system as we could create for everybody. Thank you so much, this gang. I'm introducing few more. We have Kaushik from University Ahmedabad. We have Manaswini Pai from Bangalore. She's working with Social Alpha. Nasif from Kela Startup Mission lives in Kochi. Pankhuri Keria from University Ahmedabad. Tanvi Singla from Supreme Incubator in Delhi. Viraj Patel from CRM Institute of Technology in Bangalore. And we had another organizing team, last slide, and those are the people who facilitated the entire yesterday's coordination and today's coordination. So all these people lives in the hearts of a lot of people. So starting with Anurag, he was there with us a short time before. Anurag Malu from Seedstar. He right now lives in Rajasthan with his family, but he's based at Delhi. Arun is from Bangalore. We already got to know about him. Drashti is with IIC PDPU. I'm sorry for the spelling mistake, typo mistake, but this is IIC PDPU Gandhinagar. We have Nisha from Inkdivo in local co-working space, and then she lives in Rajkot. We have Aditya Dave from Lari and Upscale. He lives in Ahmedabad. Ebin Ephraim, he lives in AIC Race. And why I'm saying that he's living in AIC Race because he was office quarantine, so he was alone at his office, which is 50,000 square feet. So that's why I said he's living in AIC Race, but he's from Coimbatore. I'm just trying to put certain things. We have Aditya Patra from T Hub, Hyderabad, and it's me, Jatin Kataria, V Group. Okay, so what can be done next? So help organize the next event in your city. So anybody, if you think that Startup Weekend can be done in our city, we all did it online for the very first time, and we did many offline Startup Weekends, all of us. And anybody, if you think that you want to organize offline Startup Weekend of 54 hours, which converts idea into a company in 54 hours, feel free to reach to us in any of the channel personally. If you think that you can organize, anybody from the participants, anybody from the viewers, you can check the Techstars other portfolio as well. There is a different talent source pool that is there, so you can explore Techstars companies if you want to apply with the companies that are already accelerated and supported by Techstars, so you can join from that talent Techstars. And there are other ways through which you can involve yourself in Techstars. Techstars run startup programs, so startup weekend, which you've seen right now, but online for the first time. And then we have startup week, and then we have a startup digest. Startup digest is in newsletters. You can check startup digest and apply for the newsletters as well. I know बहुत बोल रहा हूँ, but I cannot control the emotions of the event, and it is online. It is I have to be in monologue. अगर आप सामने होते तो हम शायद comments भी कर रहे होते, but I'm very happy that I'm in front of you guys. Then Techstars has the accelerator programs. Techstars is one of the best in the world to run the accelerator programs. Any of the corporate that you think that you can explore something with Techstars, feel free to reach to Techstars Accelerator and Techstars India team. And there are so many accelerator programs going worldwide. Feel free to explore those programs through Techstars website. And then Techstars have investment arm as well. So Techstars also invest into multiple companies worldwide. So this is all about Techstars. Uh, and here come the winners. So are you all excited to know about the winners of the startup weekend? I want to see some comments on YouTube. If you guys are listening to me, I wanna know that if you can write some comments there about the winners and about the excitements. Who do you think can win? Who do you think worked very hard? Uh, I would love to hear what is going on. I have already uh, link with me in front of me. If you guys have any comment, feel free to put it. Uh, but I am all set to do the next announcement. Are you guys ready? Okay, show me some excitement on YouTube chat. So if I'll get 5 comments, then I'll click next. So let's play along with it. So if I receive 5 comments from 5 different people, I'll click next. Otherwise, I'll wait for you guys. Then I have a lot of things to share. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So I'm clicking next. Sorry guys, can you read the screen? Okay, so results are a little later. You know why? मैंने बहुत टाइम पहले पोयम लिखी थी और हर टाइम वो पोयम कोई सुनने वाला नहीं होता है और मुझे इतना पता है कि एस पीपल आर वेटिंग फॉर रिजल्ट्स आज मैं पोयम बोलूँगा जनरली जब मैं बोलता हूँ कि मैं पोयम बोलूँगा तो लोग भाग जाते हैं बट आज तो सुनना पड़ेगा आई एम देयर nobody is offline so nobody can stop me nobody can throw tomatoes and eggs to me so I am saved on that line so I'm going to start my poem I'm sorry it's little longer it might take almost an hour to complete the poem. Are you ready for excited for 1 hour of poem and song from my side? I am sure not. I totally agree with you. So there is no poem coming up for sure. But I just wanted to play around with it. Before we go with the results, I guess we'll wait for results to come. The judges might be interacting a lot. The moment Anurag and everything will be ready, they'll join in for the poem. But guys, one thing, if you're participants, please put comments in the YouTube channel. We would love to hear how was your experience, how did it felt. Must be relaxed right now because the entire marathon of 54 hours, maybe more than 52 hours, like 3 days are done. Would love to hear your voices, would love to hear your comments and feedbacks. I'm very excited that we are going to announce a winner soon, but would love to read certain comments. Before that, okay, what happened next? So guys, if you were in top 12, congratulations. There are a lot of things that are there available for you being into top 12. Those will be winners. Top 3, a lot of prizes and a lot of perks are there. And those who were there till end, till Sunday, if you are not in the top 12 or not top 3, doesn't mean that your idea was not good, doesn't mean that you didn't work better on this. It's all about, it might be some slight thing that might have took us little different. Even if you put different people to see that perspective, the result can be different as well. So do not feel bad, focus on what can go next. So good part is that we have a lot of partners and a lot of support system available with us, and they spotlighted not only to winners. We have spoken to a lot of partners and support providers. uh, they told us that they don't want to limit themselves to winners, and they also don't want it to, many of them don't want it to limit themselves for 12 as well. Many of them said that we would love to see all 72 ideas, if we feel that if we can help them in any way, either with infrastructure or with guidance or with connections or with funds, or in any way possible, if we can support them, and if anything can be done to fight the problems that we are facing around COVID-19, they would love to come in front. So that's a good news. Uh, so this is not the end. I guess this is minus one day. I guess tomorrow will be the day where day one will start, or maybe not tomorrow. Tomorrow, I guess a lot of people are gonna sleep. People were not sleeping for 2 days, but yes, from Monday onwards, that is where your race begins. This was just a kickoff point. It was just a jump start for you. We try to give you the platform as much as we can. That's where you are super be ready for take your idea ahead, because a lot of incubators, a lot of pre-incubators, a lot of private organizations other than incubators are really excited and waiting to read and see all the ideas, and they would love to support. So if you genuinely wanted to take ahead, even though you were winners, even though you were not winners, even though you were in top 12, not top 12, in 72, uh, we will reach to you, you reach to us. There are a lot of people who are interested to take you forward. And I said in the beginning, I said on the Friday, we had 1,000 registration, and 700 something turned up on the Discord. So that's a milestone. So in reality, in real life, everything happens in milestone. So surviving that Explorer registration to Discord platform where we worked for 3 days is milestone 1. Next, second milestone was surviving Friday, with all technical difficulties and all finding out different people, all first time virtual connections and a lot of things around it. That was a milestone. So those who survived, guys and girls, congratulations. Then Saturday became a milestone, interacting with mentors, getting into confusion mode, क्लियर होने के बाद वापस कंफ्यूज होना, वापस कंफ्यूज होने के बाद वापस क्लियर होना. It's a very normal thing, but interacting with mentors and talking to them and interacting with team, maybe fighting with them, giving opinion, maze, pange, interactions, lot of things happens. So surviving Saturday is another milestone. Super congratulations all those who survived Saturday and Sunday. So 105 teams got selected, and Sunday was survived by 70 odd teams, 70 plus teams who survived Sunday. So congratulations that all those people who survived till Sunday. There are very less chances that you leave anything whatever you start. So we are super happy, and I guess we are all set. We have survived the milestone. Now we want our all the jury to come live and interact with you as well, and then announce the results. We have Malu coming on board. So in couple of seconds, all of you will be joining. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. In few seconds, we have jury coming up with the results. And till then, hold the breath, take rest, enjoy.
Chill by Sakura HC. Take you there. Feet Ria Chuni by Spectrum. Night Out by Liquid. Finally by Lockspeeds. Lovely by Amin.
But I know what you've been
I'm Just Good by Joni Grimes.
I'm just good at caring too much.
All Night by Ixon. I Saw a Ghost Last Night by Lionel Casio.
Hello, everyone. Can you hear me back? I'm back. How was last 20-25 minutes with Jatin and then rest of the crew, and then maybe contemplating and getting nervous? How are you feeling? Can I hear from you in the chat, in the live comments? How are you feeling? Are you excited? Are you nervous? Are you scared? Share your feelings on the chat and also share.
Okay, we have a grand welcome of Dr. Preet with virtual drums. Welcome.
Please welcome one of our jury, Dr. Preet Singh. You can finally see one of the sharks here.
I see
Thank
a
you,
shark here.
Preet. Thank you for joining, Preet. Let's wait for the other judges, Bala and Shanta, to join. Meantime, I want to congratulate all of you. You all survived this weekend. Not just weekend, survived the startup weekend. Not just startup weekend, you survived the damn online startup weekend. So congratulations, all of you, for making it till the end with us and not leaving us. Thank you. Very, very well done, everyone. To all the teams, those who have pitched, many, many congratulations. You're fantastic. You did a great job. And now I'm excited to see what judges have come up with. You know, working with judges, it's not easy. Trust me. I have done it so many times, and this is the hardest. This is the hardest time for me. Like they seem like ruthless sharks, right? But the good part is they're not as ruthless as they look. They have a really, really, they empathize so well with entrepreneurs. They understand what it takes to build these businesses, what it takes to even come on the stage and share what you believe in, share the problems you are trying to solve, the ideas you have worked upon. And these are the people who best understand this. No one else better than them gets it, what you are going through. And they are here to really help you succeed. And that's why they have to sometimes wear that mask, not the COVID-19 mask, but more of the mask
better
to be
than
that
them
tough
gets
version.
it. What you are going through.
And do we have Shanta? Is Bala joining? We have Dr. Shanta. Can we...
COVID-19 mask, but more of the mask to be that tough version. Do we have Shanta? Is Bala joining?
Hey, I joined you guys.
Welcome, welcome, Dr. Shanta. Can
Hello?
Dr. Shanta, can we...
Hello?
Thank you for joining. Thank you. Can we all give a big round of applause to Dr. Shanta, another jury member for the...
And yeah, a virtual drums as well, madam, for you.
Hello.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Welcome, welcome, Dr. Shanta.
Hey, sorry guys, all of a sudden like everything bailed
Thank
on
you
me.
for joining. Thank you. Can we all give a big round of applause to another jury member? For you.
It's another,
Virtual
missed
drum.
occasion for me.
We
can you
hear you. We can
Thank you.
hear you.
Dr. Shanta, I would request you to turn off your YouTube.
Hello?
Because the broadcast link is on and we are able to hear our echo from the live streaming going on.
I can't hear you guys. Hello.
See, there are own challenges of managing tech.
Yeah. We were saying just you just need to close your YouTube. Perfect.
Hi Bala, thank you for joining.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yes,
Loud
we
and
can
clear,
hear
sir.
you. Everyone, can we give a big round of applause to Bala, one of our another jury member?
And with the virtual drums, again as well. Virtual drums, welcome is happening.
Virtual drums, yeah. Yeah, but you know,
Thank you so much.
I got to tell you, I can understand the complexity and the immensity of the technology to make it work together. There is like so much of this. This is not a
Can you guys hear
linearly
me?
problem, but it's a whole new world to make it work in this manner. So you guys have really done a fantastic job in putting it all together.
Yes, we
Thank
can
you so
loud
much.
and hear you.
Thank you. Just some before I can everyone mute themselves if they are not speaking?
With a virtual
One request, please mute yourself when you're not speaking. Thank you. Otherwise, we'll hear our own echo. Okay, so I think let's wait for Dr. Shanta to join. But in the meantime, okay, she's joining. Welcome, Dr. Shanta. Thank you for joining. Just one request, can you mute yourself when you're not speaking? And I will let you know to unmute so that you can speak. Okay, I think our audience now has been really like, waiting for this big moment. Who are the damn winners? Who really survived you all? So once again, many congratulations to all of you for surviving this weekend and making it. Let me get my screen up so that you can see. Brilliant. So once again, congratulations everyone who participated in Startup Weekend online edition to unite to fight COVID-19. And it's been a pleasure working with all of you and seeing you working with with all your passion and all the ideas and the problems you want to tackle, and all the great solutions you have presented. And I've seen some of these ideas really pivoted. Some of them are already working on it. So there has been a diversity of ideas, but I think there is a special love for ventilator that I noticed. And I think people see ventilators, building low-cost ventilators as a biggest challenge. So continue building what you're building. And I think in these times, stay relevant. At times when you have to pivot, continue with pivoting. Anyways, not gonna take any more of your time. Let's get back to who are the winners, who are gonna win this Startup Weekend. So I was giving you a brief that how difficult it is to work with the judges because okay, I can hear that. Just a second. Okay, perfect. So I think it's really difficult to work with them because on the screen they have the tough side they show when they are Teams. I request you to mute yourself. I could hear my echo. So it's better. Yeah, I think with judges, when you're working with judges, the tough thing is they are sharp on stage, but on the back end side, on the backstage, they are really most empathetic individuals who understand the pain point of entrepreneurs and what it takes to really build a company. And they've really considered, like, they've put across all their thoughts while evaluating and like sharing why they are grading certain companies with certain scores. So there's been a lot of thought that has been put in by all the judges while coming up with these scores. With that, let's give a big drum roll to announce the winners, because winners are all of you for me, but for judges, I told you it's tough. They decided we'll have a category called honorable mention. Someone who has pitched the most creative and innovative idea. And remember, it's not the top 3. It's the honorable mention, which judges felt you have done. You've been such an extremely innovative team, came up with a very creative solutions. So can I have drum rolls going on YouTube live? I want to see some more music to my ears. That gives me push to show you the winner, to let the world tell who is the honorable mention for the Startup Weekend online COVID-19 edition. Big round of applause to Team Backyard Creators. Well done, team. Well done. Many congratulations. I would request one of the judges to share their thoughts why they chose Backyard Creators as the honorable mention. Quick thoughts if you want to summarize.
Sure, Anurag, you said it absolutely right. Let me just go, and then others can join in. I think a fantastic overall across the board, fantastic energy, fantastic thought process, and it has been very difficult for us to choose one over the other. Like I know you very well. You said for you all of them are winners. It's like choosing from your children, but ultimately you have to pick one or the other. One of the things that really stood out from Backyard Creators is their infectious energy and the creativity and innovativeness that they've really brought to that idea, and how they actually put it together over the weekend. That is truly inspirational. We really want to encourage them to continue on the path, and we will support them. And if I know they will go somewhere. I can tell from the twins, because someone mentioned in the YouTube comment, I think it was Preet, he said one person's mouth is moving but the other person is talking. So it's kind of a two in a box team, which is fantastic to kind of see them really come up at it with a lot of energy. So kudos to them, and congratulations on their honorable mention.
Thank you, Bala, and thank you. Congratulations to Backyard Creators and our twin duo. With that, now we have all the 3 judges. So I would also like to take this opportunity for judges to share their 2 cents and quick insights, what they have observed while listening to all the pitches. We had 70 plus teams. Some of them couldn't make it in the top 10, but all of them have also worked hard. So I would really ask you to encourage the other teams and overall all the teams to continue pursuing their solutions. But any words of wisdom to all the entrepreneurs listening right now would be very, very helpful. So let's start with Preet first, then Bala, and then Shanta.
Thanks, Anurag. Great initiative as always. So one, of course, I would always want to start with the negatives. Working with the government is a very different beast altogether. It is public money, so it is very hard for them to take a punt on you and say कि हाँ ठीक है मतलब ये technology का 70% rate है, we will take it. It does not work like that, right? You need to be at a very, very advanced stage of proof of concept, or preferably having a good few pilots deployed when a government officer wants to look at you, right? So for example, if you have an IVR solution, or if you're pitching for a B2G product, you need to be much, much more advanced. At the same time, if you can pivot to a B2B product, where a bigger corporate can help you. For example, Mahindra has these huge complexes. Reliance has like practically half a city. If you deploy those solutions for these corporates, not only do you stand to gain funding, it will be a much faster process, and you will realize a lot of things that you can do better with your product. And if a corporate rejects you, it means you lack value. It clearly means you lack value. Corporates want to increase value, right? Now, for a government, it also has to make a social sense, right? Improving everybody's productivity is not on top of the government's priority list. Governments are more interested in ensuring safety, security, hygiene, right? Provision of those services. So whenever you're trying to deploy a product, just make sure your target audience is at least broadly correct, what you're selling to the government. That said, it is so amazing to see all these people coming together in these tough times and doing something for the country. Like, the startup pitches we heard, all of them started with the assumption that, this is a problem I am solving for the country. There is nothing more heartening than that. All the best from my side.
Thank you, Preet, for your feedback and inputs and words of wisdom. Thank you. Bala, you may want to share the next.
Yeah, I completely concur with Preet. And what really struck me in all the pictures is the amazing positivity and energy and a can-do attitude by the teams. And I'm sure this is also shared by the people who couldn't make it to the top 12 that we couldn't see. I don't think they should lose their heart. Our support goes beyond the competition. So I would like to say, as part of Techstars, we consider you as part of the family. We bet on founders. You guys are creating the future. So please continue to create the future, and we will support you outside of this competition format as well. So that's my 2 cents. And it's truly good to see when you are participating in an initiative which wants to be on the side of the solution to a problem rather than just keep discussing the problem day in and day out. So it is very refreshing to see that they put their energy and their mind to kind of be a part of the solution, which is fantastic. And the third message I would say is I saw some ideas which are really kind of out there, in the sense it's very ambitious. It may happen, it may not happen, that doesn't matter. But the fact that you are willing to put yourself out there and create an ambitious solution is something very, very important for me to see, and I saw that. So kudos to everybody who pitched and everybody who participated in the startup weekend. And I will leave this in the finally, is that the team that actually worked together to make this happen, and Anurag and the rest of the team, amazing work, because you've broken a different barrier today, because the way you've organized it, it's a new normal. It is not the way you guys have never done this type of scale and completely digital before. So it is completely a new frontier, and you guys have really pulled it off. So kudos to you guys as well. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bala. Thank you so much. Next is Dr. Shanta. If you can hear us, give your 2 cents and words of wisdom to all the teams.
Hey guys, Bala and Dr. Preet already covered a lot of stuff. But what I felt is all of these guys are thinking about finding a solution for the current problem. But when it comes to business, I always think about what is that next thing, that next opportunity for you to scale up, right? So most of these solutions, like if you take ventilators, I know we have shortage right now, but a lot of effort went into building those ventilators. But post COVID, I'm kind of crossing my fingers, we'll kind of jump out of this situation very soon. But these guys, do you think they will survive post COVID? The solutions should be should be not just for a present situation or this pandemic time or this unprecedented time, but a solution should be viable for as they scale up for next couple of years and until they leave, right? So that's one observation I had. The second pitch, Utobo, the online education platform. That's only the online education platform. Out of the 6 sectors, education is one of them, and that's only the team which pitched that particular idea. It definitely stood out for me because that's viable solution even post the pandemic, right? But everybody did really well. A lot of hard work went into these, building the ventilators. But I felt, I might not be the right person to judge these ventilator designs. When they're talking about the specifications, I was scratching my head, it's like, what is the best thing? Maybe we could look at, okay, 1,000 rupees sounds really good because the ventilators are costing anywhere from $20,000 to $30,000 to $40,000, right? So very, very tiny observations, but every team did really well. But beyond the pandemic, we have to think when we have to have a sustainable, business model. All the best to all the team members. 1,000 plus registrations, 105 teams, and then going to 72 teams, and then picking the top 12. It's not that an easy task. When I was with eHub, we used to do this a lot, getting applications from various parts of the world. a lot of effort I can see went into this. Anurag and Jatin, great job, and all the volunteers and all the Techstar team members for putting this fabulous show. And I would say, as Bala said, this is best thing we could explore. All these things are doable, and we are in not so great times, but we are using technology, to the fullest, I guess. So, congratulations to all the winners. I'm sure the top 5, which goes into the boot camp, will be one of these 12 teams, and they win this 10,000 grand to kind of build their startup. Thank you,
Thank
guys.
you. Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Shanta. Thank you so much for judging, evaluating, and for your words of wisdom. With that,
Anurag,
without any further delay.
Yeah, before you
Yes,
go
Jatin.
ahead, would love to take your 30-second as well. That how was your experience, and then we can go to winners, I guess.
I
You
think
seem outside of it.
Jatin has
30
put me
seconds?
on the spot. Jatin has put me on the spot, the one who puts people on the spot. I think this is not the best time because it's always emotional for me. This time when I have announced the winners at Startup Weekend, it's very emotional. Every time you work with the teams for 3 days and then you have to go back. But this time it's more different emotions where it's been just so inspiring, as Preet mentioned, to see every person of the country. Like, people are so motivated to do something for the country and coming together. And it was, as much as it was for our team, it was for all of you, because your teams were as distributed that our team is. So I think thank you for this inspiration. Because you were there, we were also making sure we shouldn't give up with all the glitches we have faced. Just because you were giving us the hope all the time. When we see you day and night working on Discord, sending us messages late night, not waking up in the mornings on time, you have made sure you kept us accountable, and you have got us do what we do at our best. So thank you. With that, let's get back to what we are all waiting for. So let's start with drum rolls. If you want to know who is the second runners up.
Hold on. I need 5 comments on YouTube in line to this, and then second runner-up announcement will come. 5 comments and then announcement will come. Sorry, Malu, for delaying a bit. I'm really sorry.
Come on, everyone, go and comment on YouTube. Otherwise, Jatin won't let me announce the winners. I am as excited as you are to listen and know who are the winners and tell the word. So come on, 5 comments. With that, the third runners up for Techstars Startup Weekend COVID-19 Online India edition is Team Better Suits. Well done, team. Very well
Congratulations.
done. Many congratulations, Team Better Suits. Any judge who would like to share quickly, 30 seconds, why you choose them? Just one. Maybe.
Shanta, please go ahead.
So I have been
Keep it short.
extensively Yes, it's a good idea. I have been working extensively with this startup based out of Coimbatore. They are manufacturing, PPE suits using recycling plastic. In the sense, the yarn is kind of produced from plastic. So I'm thinking of connecting these guys with that particular startup based out of Coimbatore. I got a lot of, I procured a lot of PPE suits from them. I see a lot of value, if these guys join hands with them. So there is a good viable, solution in place. And, that's what my observation. Then I kind of went ahead and, asked this question, do they have a prototype in place? I was told, due to manufacturing issues, they could not, but I can solve that problem for them, and we can definitely get some good product out of this team.
Thank you, Dr. Shanta. Anyone else wanted to add anything else? Preet or Bala? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you. With that, keep up your comments. Race. There is a comment race going on. Now we are getting to announce the second winner, the first runners-up of Techstars Startup Weekend COVID-19 India edition, and it is Team Sahayak. Many congratulations, Team Sahayak. You have done very well. Let's hear from one jury. What do they think? Why they chose them as the second winner? Preet or Bala, anyone?
Hey, so I think very innovative solution. I think there is a lot of, like someone said earlier, there's a lot of ventilator solutions, but these guys have really thought through the maintenance of it. They thought through the manufacturing side of it, and they kind of kept the holistic solution in place. The training and everything else is much more simpler and much more manageable compared to the other solutions that we have seen today being pitched. So like Dr. Shanta mentioned, like, we have to think about what is beyond COVID as well as a business model when you are thinking about startups. I think these guys will have an opportunity to scale even outside of the COVID particular situation, and they have thought through much better in from that angle. I really like the whole 3D printing part, and also using parts which are already existing to kind of put it together, because then the training and the maintenance, all of that becomes much simpler and easier when you are trying to scale who will use your product. So congratulations, Sahaya.
Thank you, Bala. Thank you. Team, now it's time to know the winner. And I want all of you to guess and post in the comments, who do you think is going to win this Startup Weekend COVID-19 India edition? Come on, drum rolls. And post comments. I don't see any comments yet, so I'm not moving up.
Yeah,
come on, everyone.
Jatin wants 3 predictions, is it?
Oh, they are gonna kill me for sure then.
Thank God you are remote. And you are in Gujarat.
I know.
It is the team, the other team should propose their name. They are the winners. The confidence level.
At least cheer for your own self, teams.
Yeah.
Anurag, you can share the poem that you have written with them, so you can take 10 minutes to share that poem, and then you can announce that.
No, Jatin. I have heard from people when they heard your poem.
No, I never shared poem. I just played around with people.
Guys,
I'm just excited. Go for it.
2-3 predictions. 2-3 predictions are already there. So
okay.
And the winner of Startup Weekend COVID-19 India edition is Team Quick Solutions. Please give them a big round of applause. Team Quick Solutions, you won the Startup Weekend India COVID-19 edition. Very well done. Judges, any thoughts? Why do you chose them as the winners?
So I think the problem identification, in my view, was really good there. One major caveat here is that we are assuming a level of feasibility here. We are assuming that you've done that homework, you understand how this will be implemented, and this can be implemented. So it'll be great if you are pointed in the right direction. Also, we really feel that if you have to get such a thing in place, Kerala is one great place. Because you can get your solutions procured at a much faster pace in one of those states. MSINS is great. If you want more connects, you can just let any one of us know. But make sure if you have a working prototype for this, if you have a proof of concept, take it to the market ASAP.
I agree with Preet. One of the reasons why this one stood out is the boldness of the idea. I think this is that's why I really enjoyed listening to the conversation, even though I do have the questions that Preet did have it. But it's really bold the way the thinking process of solving it at a community level and doing it in a very effective manner, and kind of coming from a top-down approach is something governments would love, particularly Indian governments. It's a need of the hour because we lack solutions which are like that, right? So I think this is a fantastic from the thought process perspective. I think we all think big we all should think big, and we all should try to see how we can solve problems at scale. Congratulations.
Thank you, Bala. Thank you, Preet. Many, many congratulations to all the 3 winners, Better Suits, Sahayak, and Quick Solutions. Once again, many, many congratulations. And the top 20 teams who will be selected for the Techstars Global Prize will go through 3-day Techstars Innovation Bootcamp. And the top 5 bootcamp graduates will get a chance to get $10,000 grant from Differential Ventures. With that, we are almost about to end this beautiful last 3 days and last 3 hours of live. It's been an honor to work with all of you. Stay connected, reach out to us for any help you need. We are not too far. Stay in touch with Startup Weekend community online on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and keep giving first. Help others, help your neighbors. This is the time when we need to really step up and support our communities in whatever way we can. So continue giving first. Stay in touch with us. You can find me and Jatin at Anurag Malu and at Jatin Skataria on socials and different platforms. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm honored to be part of this learning experience with all of you. And let's start something awesome.
Jatin, on behalf of your team, you're the lead facilitator. On behalf of your team, take a bow.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And everybody, this is not an end. This is just a beginning. The game has just been on. Monday is the day from where you need to start working on it. It's just the first phase. All the best. Thank you so much, all the judges, for joining with us and adding a lot of value. We thanked everybody, jury, mentors, first jury, or partners. We thanked everybody of them before you joined in. And then we just announced the results after you came. So thank you so much, guys. Monday is the new beginning.
And just a second. Yes. With the new beginning, I just want to also tell you that we are all here. We all love you, and let's continue this. Let's unite to fight COVID-19 and this help build solutions for our country. And yeah, thank you so much. Anything else anyone would like to add? I would love to see some comments from everyone cheering the winning teams. And a big shout out to the tech team who has volunteered so hard to manage all of you remotely. And so thank you once again. You've been awesome, tech team, great support. And the entire volunteering team from Startup Weekend community. We really appreciate everything you have put in here. All your hard work and days of just making sure this gets done. So thank you, and I wish you take some rest and start fresh tomorrow. With that, good night, ciao, bye.
Bye, guys.
Thank you, judges. Thank you.
Thank you, bye.